might have to leave early to fix your sleep schedule. I've been there, Karita. That is very important. Very important. I feel like half of a person if I'm not in a good sleep schedule. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm just like not there most of the time. That's your PSA for today, everyone. Get good sleep. Not only get like a solid like 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night if you're able to, but do your best to make it like the same 6 to 8 hours of sleep within the same time frame. It has a huge impact on your mental and physical well-being for sure. Hello, Pikachu Bob. I see you. You don't have sleep tomorrow, so you don't have school tomorrow, so your sleep schedule is gonna be whack. Wouldn't recommend, even if you still are in school and like don't have school tomorrow. I feel like you can stay up a little later, but don't like go absolutely nuts. I've done that. Probably better off doing that in your youth. So I mean, go in while you've got the opportunity, I guess. But just know it'll catch up with you. One day you'll be in my shoes. You'll be a wizened old 27-year-old old man. Or old woman, as the case may be. You slept in until 4 p.m. today? Oh, I've been there too. It never feels good to wake up when the sun's like going down, honestly. When it's like in this last half of the sky. Anyway, how's everyone doing tonight? Welcome to the Price of Perfection. We have a poll currently going to see whether we're going to get the cactus fruit tonight. Sitting at a comfortable 76% yes. We have a lot of belief in chat tonight. It's going up every single poll. Like, I think the first poll was like around 60%. Last time we settled around like 67, 68%. And now we're like a full like 10% above that. We're killing it, which means like we're slowly ramping up, and eventually it will come to fruition. No pun intended. Before any of that, though, we do have some fan art to go over tonight. We got this lovely piece here from Ophelia in the Discord, showing off what they interpret as Chloe's formal wear. Which, you know what, I like fell in love with this, and I don't know if there's like an outfit like this in the game, like this little beret and the little like cute little black dress. This is awesome though, and of course you got the cactus fruit and everything, all the little doodles on the side. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like a formalized version of like the trash outfit. Because it is like a beret, but it's like the trash beret, right? And it's like it's a really cool design for it. Hello, Blade, by the way. I see you in here. I see you in chat. You voted for an option. I can only ask. That's all I can ask of you. In fact, I don't want to know which option you voted for. Let's keep this charade going, shall we? At any rate, the next bit of fan art. We actually have a bit of a collection from Zaniela. I believe there was one piece of fan art posted just before the stream started, and I didn't have a chance to add one to the rotation, so sorry for that. But we do have these 3 pieces here, which is the closest we've gotten so far to a Chloe cosplay, I'm pretty sure. Chloe cosplay is actually, like, perfect. Like, the fact that you went out and got this garbage can and, like, this cactus fruit, it's, like, absolutely just top-notch. This is dedication to the bit in a manner that I can truly appreciate. And then you just got a few extra shots. There's Tim Beeb, of course. You can't have Chloe without Tim Beeb far behind, right? Just really well done, Zaniela. It's so good. It's so good. I can't believe that you like went out and did all this. Oh my gosh. It's so good. You nailed it. You really did. Huge shoutouts to all the fan artists, as always. If you'd like your fan art showcased on the stream at some point, ! Discord. You can post it in the fan art channel there, or you can tweet it at me at Argon Matrix. However you want to get it to me is fine by me. But I digress. All that aside, hopefully that fills us with bountiful luck for the stream to come. Let me pop on over to the chat. Hello, Zombo. Hello. I saw, yeah, Decay was in here. We got lots of mods in here tonight. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright. I did have to update !cactus fruit manually, because we had missed a few of the more trash commands last time. I'm not pinning that at anybody in particular. It's obviously kind of tough to keep up with, but it's fine. But it should be up to date as of this stream right now. I'm going to go ahead and close the poll. We got 72% believers, which is not as high as it was like 2 minutes ago, but it's still pretty high. 72% belief that we're getting the cactus fruit tonight. I'm here for it. Alright, let me get my windows all set up. The amount of windows you have to have open as a streamer is actually like kind of just obscene. And not even any real windows. That messes with like the audio quality. At least it does for me because it gets so freaking windy around here. Alright, let me make sure I'm doing all this right. Pop on over here. Hopefully, I'm gonna pause it for a second just until it switches over on the actual preview window. Noah, thank you for the $2 super chat. Please let me be a member and use cool emotes. Memberships are on the way, I do promise. I wish it was cold for you right now, but it's super hot. I'm sitting in a very comfortable, like, I want to say it's like maybe, I don't know, 10 degrees Celsius around here today. Maybe a little lower than that, but it's still like very, very nice, honestly. This is too many coffee beans right now. I need to get some kegs actually going in this kitchen at some point. Maybe we'll do that tonight. Maybe we'll cover that. We'll do a little bit of different stuff tonight, because it has been a lot of cactus fruit grind, and obviously that's the main focus, and it kind of has to be for the foreseeable future. But I would like to spice in, you know, throw in a few extra things for spice, for the spiciness factor as it goes. Alright. I'm also gonna, don't take this as a knock against you, chat. I'm gonna try not to look at chat as much. I'm still gonna like look and read, obviously, but I do find myself getting awfully distracted a lot of the time, and I can be it does slow me down in the game quite a bit, and I feel like the less I look at chat, the quicker some of this stuff is gonna get done. So I'm still gonna read still gonna read your stuff, but I might not go as in depth into it as I often do. It would be extreme folly on my part as a streamer to like actually like completely ignore chat. I know some streamers do, but that's just not my MO. Just not that kind of stream, you know. We're distracting? No, not at all. It's not you, it's me, chat. It's not you, it's me. I promise. Alright, so some of these kegs rather, were taken up by ancient fruit the other day, so we'll have to, like, you know, just, like, well, I guess we can sell the hops. Like, we don't need to be that, we don't need to be that ridiculous about it. I just don't want to, like, throw off our rhythm here, our synchronicity by storing a couple extra hops that we don't really need. It would just mess with my OCD. Don't actually have OCD. I'm not trying to be offensive to anyone who does either. It's just, you know, it's a saying. It's a saying that I should probably get out of the habit of saying, realistically, but... Yeah, I see everyone talking about, like, temperature and stuff in chat. I'm very susceptible to temperature. It's, like, my biggest weakness for sure. Like, I shouldn't say temperature necessarily. I think it's mainly heat. Like, I can handle the cold pretty well. I still don't like it when it gets to, like, minus 30 or minus 40 like it does sometimes around here. But I can take that. What I can't take is, like, plus 30, plus 40. That just, like, I'm just immobilized. I can't do anything. It sucks, but it is what it is. Just the massive climate swings around here can be just a little much, and especially over the past couple of years, it's been real bad. But I digress. We're off to do some garbage hunting. We also have the legend to worry about, lest we forget about that. It is spring. We have a lot of time left in spring. Another thing is that's important for spring. Let's everyone get a reminder. Haley's birthday, spring 14th. I know we're all well aware at this point, but it's gonna become like a national holiday for us mainly. You're in Argentina. We're in autumn now. autumn in Argentina. I guess I always get so thrown off by the fact that seasons are like reversed in the southern hemisphere, as are so many things. Like, how do you guys live upside down? That'd be so strange. Good that you were in Canada. I do like Canada for many things, but the temperatures are not always the best. But I mean, there's places where they're definitely worse. If I lived any closer to the equator, I'd probably like die in the summer. Honestly, I wouldn't last another year. That was weird. There was I checked the board, and all of a sudden, like, the universe froze for a second. Hopefully, that's not indicative of a problem on my end, but. Has anyone here had COVID? If so, what got any tips? I have not had COVID personally. I've been lucky enough to escape that fate. We've been really good about staying sanitary at my place of work. Oh, that was actually something I was going to mention. Nothing to do with COVID. Unfortunately, I can't help you with that. Just like, you know, drink lots of fluids and be less sick is my take on that. Don't be sick anymore. Stop it. Get some help. I know it's a joke, for the record. But what I was saying just about my place of work, because I did mention in the previous stream that I'm going to be cutting down my hours at work in order to focus more on my streaming and video making and all that stuff. And so that's going to be happening in the first week of April is when my hours actually start changing. And that's also going to be the first week where I'm implementing a new permanent stream schedule. I'm gonna post it more like officially later on the Discord and on my community tab and everything, so that you'll all be up to date on that. But it's gonna be there's gonna be more streams. It's gonna be right now what I have is gonna be Monday and Tuesday we'll have streams from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. so 4-hour streams, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. my time, so which is like 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we're also going to have streams on Thursday and Friday from noon to 4 my time, which are earlier streams, which will hopefully help with some of the Eastern time zones, the European time zones, and all that stuff. I felt like I should probably mix it up now that I have a little more flexibility as far as my hours go. So I figure why not, you know, split the difference, do halfsies. And 3 of those streams will be the Price of Perfection. The 4th one, the Friday stream, at least as far as I'm planning it right now. This is all still like kind of a work in progress, so bear with me and don't be mad if it like doesn't actually turn out this exact way. But the Friday streams are going to be more variety content, because I do want to start peppering that in as well. Some of the Friday streams might just be like Price of Perfection if I can't think of anything else, but I'd like to do more games, more just, you know, general content, maybe some like collaborations with other people if I can get the courage to talk to people. That's usually the biggest hurdle for me. So yeah, a lot of cool things to look forward to, for sure. Congrats, thank you very much. I am. It's been a long time coming, honestly. I've been at this same job, for 8 years. 8 years, coming up on 9 years, and it's not a job that I'm in love with, to say the very least. It is something that I have done more out of necessity for like a stable job and stable income than anything else. And beyond that, it's like kind of take it or leave it. I like the people that I work with. That's the main thing that's kept me going, but the job itself is really just like... It's a liquor store, it's retail work, it's like nothing special, nothing to write home about. And now that I'm having a little bit more success in this regard, I feel like it's time to, you know, start putting more focus, start putting more energy, and see where the winds take us. I received quite the windfall with that no level up challenge doing as well as it did in these past few months. So thank you all very much for that, and giving me the ability to potentially see this through a little bit more readily. Play Super Auto Pets. I've played Super Auto Pets in the past, just on my own. And obviously it is a very popular game nowadays. I might play a little bit of Super Auto Pets. Who knows? I don't know what the variety content is going to look like just yet. I have ideas, don't get me wrong. But I do, I don't know. I'm open to all sorts of different possibilities. This frickin' aquamarine, just a reminder that, like, we've reached the bottom of the mines, and that expands the garbage pool. So gross. Job reveal? I've never been, like, never been shy about what I do for work. I'm not going to tell you, like, exactly where I work. By the way, Demetrius is running low on leek. Can someone, like, go to the store and get him one? Chloe can't do that. She doesn't have the money to spend. This is all saving for other things. We technically have zero liquid gold right now. What on earth is super auto pets? Just Google it or YouTube it. You'll go down a rabbit hole, I'm sure, if you like that sort of game. It's an auto battler. I'm not going to go too into depth about like what it is or how to play it or anything like that. It is fun though. I found it fun anyway. Do you think you'll start joining Discord voice chats if people are in them and you can join? I mean, I'm not gonna like just go in Discord voice chats just of my own volition a lot of the time. If I am, I'll probably like maybe set up events and stuff where we can do something like that. It would be more controlled. I wouldn't just be like, hey, anyone can like come on the stream or whatever. That's just asking for trouble. Not that I don't trust you guys, but at the end of the day, I do have to keep that sort of thing in mind. But there's plenty of options. There's plenty of different ways that things could go going forward here. All right, let's take a look at the forecast really quick. See how our legend luck fares. Because if we have, I should be checking this pretty much every day. Okay, legend is on the table. Legend is on the table. Nobody panic. Don't sound the alarm yet. But we have to get ready. We have to get ready for that. Let's get our inventory all set up and good to go. We don't have any extra fish buffing food. Fishing buffing food. This is a weird sentence to say, but it is technically correct. So we're gonna go ahead and dump these. I'm gonna put all these away and just take one so I have the speed in the morning. We'll need a farm warp totem to get back. We want our fishing pole, obviously. That would be kind of foolish if we didn't take that. We're gonna. This was the important step that I've been missing these past few times. We're switching the outfit. We're switching the outfit. This might throw off our cactus fruit luck. Watch me get the cactus fruit when I change away from the trash outfit, though. That would be really funny. All right, so we want our sailor's cap. And what did we have as our vest for, like, fishing? I think, like, we used the flannel shirt. That was for coffee. What's a good fishing vest here? What about this just, like, shirt? That's kind of got, like a nautical vibe to it, huh? It's like half nautical, half just like Chloe's standard drip. I think I'm good with that. The seaweed shirt, we're not doing the seaweed shirt. I wouldn't disparage Chloe that way. And I would hope that you wouldn't either. Look at this nonsense. Oh my god. All right, is there anything else that I'm missing that we need for fishing? I don't think so. I think there's an actual fishing shirt. Was there one in the chest I just didn't see, or are you just saying that in general there is one? I think I'm fine with this. I think I'm cool with this. It's got a cool captain vibe to it. Aye, aye, matey. Let's go. All right. Go to sleep for the night? I believe so. So we're going to skip our chores tomorrow. We're not doing greenhouse just to maximize legend fishing time. We're just going to be to the garbage cans and then to the moon, basically, as far as fishing stonks go. Maybe do something like letting members suggest games for variety streams and then do a community poll for your favorite options. I do want to definitely get the community involved and probably do some polls and like, hey, what do you want to see on like this week's variety stream and that sort of thing. Don't worry, that's all administrative stuff. I'm not going to talk too much about it anymore. You're just going to have to trust me that I know somewhat what I'm doing when it comes to that sort of stuff. Seafoam pudding, we don't have the ingredients to make anymore, I'm pretty sure. Have a quick look. Look, flounder, we're missing the midnight carp, and the squid ink. We only had enough for one, so we're just gonna have to let it ride, unfortunately. Alright. Off we go, off we go. Forget any and all of this. Only legend. There is only legend and cactus fruit, obviously. 2 peas in the same pod. There's a fishing vest. I'm not concerned. I don't want to, like, try hard at too much, you know. We gotta still put that little unique Chloe spin on things. It's not Frugal Farm unless we have a little bit of, I was very excited for a second. Oh, man. It's the wrong shade of green, but it had my heart pounding for a brief moment. Legend hype. Yeah, I'm glad to see it. When do we send the fish emojis? That's the thing. I think the fish emojis, if we spam them too much, like, it's okay to drop a few here and there just for a little extra luck, especially when the legend is actually on the line. But when we're just, like, doing our standard fishing thing, I think it's better to stay away from the spam, because I think it can scare the fish off to a certain degree. So, you know, be a little more tame and reserved with your emojis. Learn a little control. Oh my gosh, talk about some, like, good luck to start things off with our legend hunt here. Kim Newman with a $50 super chat. I've been watching your streams from the shadows. Love your content. Best of luck with the new streaming hours in April. Thank you very much. I appreciate the lurker. Can I get some 7s in chat for my lurkers? That's huge. Thank you so much for the generosity. I'm floored. Yeah, awesome. Thank you very much, and I hope you continue to enjoy the streams. Hope you're able to still catch them with the new hours that we start in April. It's gonna be a fun time. There's a lot of fun stuff going forward. I'm not gonna read out your names, lurkers, by the way. Like I do that sometimes. I see you. Just know that I see you, and I will and I appreciate you. But right now, I need to focus on my fishing endeavors. Do you think it's to our benefit or detriment to catch all these fish? And I'm not talking about, like, financially or anything like that. We don't care about, like, how much money we make from these fish. That's completely secondary. And I honestly don't care about the time investment either. I'm talking more about, like, the luck factor. Do you think it's, like, a good idea from the Legends perspective for us to be catching this many fish? Do you think he'll respect us more if we catch all these fish? Or do you think he's vain and he wants to be the only one in the spotlight, and so the more he sees us catching the fish, the more he's like, I'm not joining your gross-looking bar with, like, a chub and a carp. What do you take me for? What do you take me for? A fish? Don't waste the rain. We're not wasting nothing. We're doing. Don't catch the fish. Don't waste the rain. Well, it doesn't waste any time, because, like, when time freezes while you're catching a fish. The time on buffs does not freeze when you're catching a fish. That's why I was, like, when we had the buff from our seafoam pudding last stream, that's why I was, like, ignoring all the fish that weren't the legend to preserve that timer. But when you're just, like, fishing like this, time is frozen. So, proving yourself a worthy angler. I'm kind of with you. I kind of feel that. Wild bait, a unique recipe from Linus. Linus has been out here fishing. I guess he's got to sustain himself somehow. Do you think Linus fishes? I guess he, like, must, right? If he's the one who gives you the wild bait recipe. But I don't think he has a fishing pole. He probably just has, like, a net. He's probably doing that, like, Tutorial Island RuneScape thing, where you, like, you get the net, you know, the little fishing net, little, like, blackish gray one that they give you at the very beginning, and you just, like, go up to the pond and just fish a few shrimp out. And then you go and, like, chop down a tree, you set the logs on fire, and they're like, all right, now you can cook your shrimp. And then you cook the first one, but it burns, because it always burns, just to show you that fish can burn, because that's good game design. And then you go ahead and cook the second one, and it always cooks, and then it gives you a little release of dopamine. Anyone know what I'm talking about, or am I just rambling into the wind? Doesn't Linus go swimming in the lake? Do you think he just goes, like, swimming in the lake and holds the bait in both hands, and the fish just come to him? Think he's a fish whisperer? A fishbearer, if you will? We got one extra spot in your inventory left. It's saved for the legend. He knows that it's ready for him. Ready and waiting. Isn't there a cutscene where he's naked in the lake or something? We're not going to talk about that. We've seen that cutscene. I believe that was after the community cleanup. He's just, like, chilling, like, right about here. There's no proof that he's naked, by the way. He could have been wearing something under the water that we just weren't privy to. But, I mean, we all know. We all know, right? Linus uses Humptagoof to catch the fish. He better not be touching Humptagoof. The goof is for Chloe's eyes only, as far as I'm concerned. Secret water pants, indeed. Shrimp are cool. I agree, shrimp are very cool. Isn't like one of the loudest sounds that an animal can possibly make from the pistol shrimp? Maybe even like the loudest sound? Or it's like, or is it sound or is it like heat? Because it like does a thing where it like creates like this little very momentary bubble, like a pocket of air somehow. And in that pocket of air, there's like a brief moment where like it's hotter than the surface of the sun or something crazy, like for like a split like picosecond. Did I make that up, or did I, or was I have I been lied to? I've been reading my science from the wrong places. German Andrus, thank you for the 1900 COP super chat. I feel like I don't know what that currency is. I feel like I should know. I feel like it's been given before. Is it Peruvian, or is it Colombian? Somewhere in that vicinity. Either way, I appreciate it, and I appreciate the little emoji attached as well. Thank you, thank you. All the support is appreciated. Legend feeling a little gun-shy today. Maybe we shouldn't be catching all these fish. Maybe this is our sign. I was asking chat and asking myself. I never thought to ask the legend what he wants. Everyone's always asking, where's the legend? No one's asking, how's the legend? Not the loudest, but it moves fast enough to break the sound barrier. What the heck? That's gotta make quite a sound on its own, though, so... Good on him. Does luck affect the chance to catch the legend? I don't think so. I think it's a flat 10% to, like, hook the legend at all once you've met the conditions. Which is raining in spring and level 10 fishing. Beyond that, it's just up to your pure skill and determination. Some people would say it's 10% luck, 20% skill, and 15% seafoam pudding. Or why is the legend? Why is the legend? That's a great question. Maybe we can find out right now. Don't you... Oh my god. He was cooperating for a second. Alright, let's mix it up. Let's mix it up. Let's do a little non-catching. We're just going to skip past any fish that is not the legend and see if that lures him in any faster. We'll at least be able to, like, we won't be spending as much time just talking on, like, the actual fishing screen. We'll just be like... Okay, well, that's a bad example, because we didn't actually get to the fishing screen. But you know what I mean. I'll be like, that's not the legend, and then just E and escape. No fishing buff today. Unfortunately, we were not able to... Well, actually, I didn't look into anything like other than just seafoam pudding. So I don't know if I had the ingredients to craft anything else, or cook anything else. Probably folly on my part. I was just like, if it's not the best, it's not good enough. It's a very bad mindset to have, realistically. Is the legend the last legendary fish to catch? It is. It is for Chloe, anyway. And it's putting up quite the fight. It really has been a thorn in our side for the better part of these past couple of years. All the other legendary fish, some of them gave us a run for our money. Crimson fish, glacier fish, I'm looking at you. Like mutant carp and angler, you're also there, but like chill out, okay? You're those weird cousins that no one talks to at the family reunion. You can talk to each other. The legend is the big daddy though, that we're all waiting on. You have a question? How do you say yes in Spanish? Isn't it just sí? Why do you guys ban bots? What if a bot wanted to join the stream? Then it can ask nicely. Instead, the bots just come in and they're like offering, they're putting weird emojis in chat, and I don't respect it. I almost hit E. I'm not even gonna lie, which would have been a bad idea. Okay. He's juking us out. He's giving us a good run for our money here. Hold on. This is the best one we've had in a minute, but it's still not gonna be good enough, is it? Nope. He got impatient. He gave us our window, and then he was like, nah. He gave us a serious sense of false hope. But I do think this is the play. Just judging by that performance of the legend, I feel like skipping fish is what he wants from us. Eat one of the legend's friends right in front of him. The legend doesn't have friends. He doesn't need them. They weaken him. He's stronger by himself. That's why he stands alone at the top of the food chain. Swims alone, rather, I guess. Fish don't really stand, do they? That would be freaking weird. That would be something on you see on SCP. SCP 4092, the standing fish. Nature's mockery. I was just a practice run. I'm with you, Elaine. I'm with you. That is the spirit for sure. I see bubbles here, but that we can't catch the legend from there, so don't be fooled. At least I'm pretty sure we can't. I'm pretty sure we have to fish in this exact direction. If bubbles want to happen to show up like down here, I'm not going to say no. SCP-7579 cactus fruit. It's getting to that point. It's getting to the, it's so elusive. But I'm warning you right now, when we get to the Skull Cavern, we're going to be wishing for the halcyon days of the cactus fruit hunt. We're going to be looking for the last, like kale seeds or something. Exclamation point treasure for all the seeds that we're going to need from that. And we're going to be miserable. Bubbles are a distraction like we are. I don't mind reading chat as much while I'm fishing. I will say that. This is a nice, chill, chat-friendly activity. Even more so than just like the inane garbage runs, because in the garbage runs I still have to like pay attention to where I'm going and like what I'm clicking on. When it's just this, I don't really have to worry about any of that. It's like a one-button minigame. If it was one tile down, you could. The legend only needs a 5 difficulty tile. Interesting. I didn't know that that's how that worked. I thought it was like a specific spot for the legend. I didn't realize that it was like specifically tied to the difficulty of the fishing zone. Good to know, though. Thank you very much, Jinga. I feel like my stream delay is really bad tonight as well. I feel like I'm talking about things and then you guys aren't like mentioning them or like responding in any way until like 30 seconds later. Usually it's only like a 10-second delay at the worst, but that's probably on my end. That's just, or maybe it's just a quiet chat tonight. You know what? That's also a possibility. Wiki says buy the big log. Maybe that's just like a casual, friendly way of describing where the legend has to be. I'm more inclined to think that like the difficulty probably does factor in instead of just being a specific set of tiles that you have to fish in. But then who dares wins, right? Apparently not us. Apparently not us. This does give me like a weird urge to play like other fishing games though. Like more like realistic fishing games, like Fishing Simulator or something. I'm sure that exists. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen it though. There was a game I had for the Wii way back in the day I think I got it for like Christmas or something, because I don't think I'd ever would have bought it myself. But like my parents were like, I think specifically my dad was like, oh, it's a Wii game. He likes video games. He'll probably play it. And you know what? I did play it. It was called like, it was Hooked with an exclamation point. I'm pretty sure. Real motion fishing. And I remember it because like you'd load at the title screen and the lady would say, "Hooked, real motion fishing," and it was real motion fishing. She wasn't lying. It was fun for a hot minute for sure. There's a simulator for everything nowadays. So true. There's even a simulator for insanity. It's called The Price of Perfection. Yeah, Hooked. Goat Simulator, Parking Lot Simulator. Hello, Calvin, by the way. I see you, I see you. The little land dock right outside the mine's entrance with a full cast is a viable legend spot. I think I actually saw that in a video at some point, maybe from like Easy Lily or something. And I was like, there's no way. And I just like never thought any more about it. I just thought like that it was like a lie. But I mean, I don't know why I would think that. In retrospect. Maybe I didn't think so much that it was a lie. Maybe it was just more like, This is the legend spot I know. I'm not going to deviate from it, even if there are better options. All right, this has got to be our last cast. Pushing the limits. We're pushing our limits. Legend, put on a good show at the last moment for the people, please. Please. Okay. You piece of garbage. That was just a dumb chub or something. Get me out of here. I want to go home to my Timbeeb. Timbeeb, you would never betray me like the legend has. I know it. I know it to be true. We gave it our all. No one can say we didn't, except for the people who say, wait a minute, didn't you not cook a fishing buff when you probably could have? And it's like, oh, it's raining again. What the heck? Oh, double legend days in a row? We've never been so lucky. The legend wants a round two. It's a 12-round prize fight, and we're only getting into the start of it now. Oh baby, okay. All right, chat. All right, we're skipping our chores again. We're going in. We're going in. I was getting ready to collect all these machines and everything. Nah, it's not happening like that. This is our life for the foreseeable future. It's probably not going to rain a third day in a row. Can it even rain? Well, the egg festival is the 13th, right? So it can't rain then, but it could rain on the 12th in theory. Didn't Timby block you last stream though? Yeah, but it was just like in jest, you know. He didn't really mean it. He was just like, that's his favorite spot to sleep sometimes. He learned his lesson though. He obviously wasn't asleep there this time. All right, I'm just gonna sell the coal just to get it out of my inventory, really, and we're on our way. Beauty Monica, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. You should be able to make trout soup if you have any rainbow trout on hand. Also, hi, I'm back. Welcome back. Happy to see you. I do recognize you. I don't know if I have any rainbow trout on hand, and we're too far removed from our home now to go check. I'll check on the next sunny day that I have, and then we'll see if we can sort out some fishing buffs for the future. Provided we don't get it today, which, I mean, there's a pretty solid chance that we just get it today, because, I mean, I really want to. And if I want to, then I usually just get it. That's just how I live. Which is why I'm probably going to get the cactus fruit today as well. Check the TV. Ain't got time for that. No time for TV. 'Cause, 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 We do have a bit of a weird TV setup, and I guess most people do in Stardew Valley, where it's just like there's nowhere to sit to watch the TV. You just gotta like stand there and you just turn it on and watch it for a few seconds to get the forecast, and then you're done. To the mines we go. Chloe looks nice with short hair. I like her with short and long hair. I wasn't as much of a fan of the short hair as when I first saw it. But I think I've grown to love it, honestly. Long hair Chloe's always going to be like my first love, though. You make a dish of the sea with 2 sardines and hash browns? That seems easy enough. Yeah, that's probably doable. You tired the legend out yesterday. Yep. That was the plan all along. We knew it was going to be raining. We knew it was going to rain 2 days in a row. It's a long storm. I feel like in real life, it very seldom rains 2 days in a row, at least where I live. I'm sure that's much more common in, like, other parts of the world for it to rain multiple days in a row. But usually when it rains here, it's only, like, a few hours a day or, like, a full day at most. When I wake up after it was, like, raining last night, and it's, you know, it's raining again or raining still, I'm kind of like, did I actually sleep, or am I in Groundhog Day all of a sudden? I messed up. I'm sorry. Who is Chloe? Lindsay, are you new to the stream? This is Chloe right here. She's our mascot. Everyone's rooting for her. Everyone say hi to Chloe. Argon gonna name his future kid Chloe? Probably not. I'll probably name whatever future children I have after, I'll probably give them names that are unique in my mind, so that they don't have any, like, ties to other things. Like, I don't get that when like, a parent will name a kid after, like, a celebrity they really like or something. It's like, sure, do that with, like, a pet, because they don't really care what their name is most of the time. But a kid, they have to carry that with them for a long time. And I mean, it's one thing, like, maybe celebrities are not a great example, because a lot of celebrities just have, like, normal names. Normal for, like, I mean, normal's subjective, obviously, but you probably get what I mean, at least. But if you name your firstborn daughter, like, Diva from Overwatch or something, I don't know about that one. Maybe, like, Diva as, like, D-I-V-A, you could probably get away with that one. It wouldn't be the name that I would pick first and foremost. But if you do the full D.VA, you have to log off the internet forever. You've been online too long. I'm sorry. For your sake and for your family's sake, it's better to just, like, you know, let her at least give her, like, make her middle name Elizabeth or something. Give her something to fall back on. Do I have a fish taco in the fridge? You say, Elaine, you say that? You saying that in such a way makes me believe that you know that I have a fish taco in my fridge, and I don't. We probably have. I think we did have. I mean, we ate all our fishing buffs last year, I think, when we were trying for the legend, all the ones we had saved up, but maybe there is a leftover fish taco somewhere. Just a casual year-old fish taco. No big deal. It lasts. Fish usually lasts a pretty long time, right? It's, like, known for being one of the most long-lasting foods without any preservatives or anything. Solid middle name can help. Yeah, that's definitely the play. Like, give your kids 2 names that they can work with, and let them pick whichever one they prefer. You're named after a tree, would not recommend. Are you a Pokemon professor? That's kind of cool. Professor Rowan in chat, confirmed. There are probably some trees that would be, like, cool names. Well, then now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know. Like maybe Birch. Birch could be a decent name, potentially. Still not one of the ones I would go for first and foremost. What about like eucalyptus? Like you could be like you could do like Yucca for short, but then that's like Final Fantasy X, isn't it? Isn't there? I've never played Final Fantasy X. I watched Nintendo Capri Sun's Let's Play of it back in the day, and I think Yucca was a character in that, right? Yucca's probably a character in a lot of things. I think it's a relatively common name in some parts of the world. Willow's a good name, yeah. Juniper? Yeah, Juniper would be a good one, honestly. Cedar? I don't know about Cedar, but you know, no, I could actually see Cedar. Hazel? Is hazel a tree? If so, that's news to me. Yuna. Yuna is the one from Final Fantasy X. Maple? Yeah, you guys are coming up with better trees than I did. Just don't go name your kid like Deciduous or something. Or Baobab. Probably not recommended. In Hispanic countries, Dolores is a common name which translates to pain. You've just recontextualized Encanto for me in a brand new way, and I don't know how I feel about it. Dolores is like my favorite character in that movie, just from a design perspective. Any Dolores fans in chat? Probably. I think she's a fairly popular character. You're naming your kid Deciduous? No, you're not. But I appreciate the commitment to the joke. If you come to me in like however many years you're gonna have kids from now, and you're like, "Hey Argon, this is my newborn. His name is Deciduous." I'm gonna be like, number one, that's a huge commitment. That's a long con if I've ever seen it. Number two, change your kid's name. Peach, like peach trees. I mean, peach, like, sure, but peach it's probably more of a common, like, fruit name, I would think. I think most people, when they hear peach, they don't think peach tree, they mostly just think the fruit. Unless I'm the weird one. You love, like, all the people in that movie? Encanto's got a good roster of characters, for sure. Didn't it get some flack, or, like, some pushback for being, like, there's no actual villain in this movie? Because people are used to that from their Disney movies, I guess. But like a good story or a good movie doesn't necessarily need a villain. I'd say most stories need an antagonist of some kind. So like something to like fight against, that like pushes back against the hero's goals or whatever. And Encanto has that in myriad different ways. I would wager that every story has that in some capacity. The nurse in the hospital actually named you. That's a unique one. Or maybe it's not that unique. That was very upsetting, by the way. 6 p.m. the first time we actually hooked the legend in the day, and that's how it goes. It's despicable. Legend, why are you so cringe? Watch that be like the only attempt we get today, too. Alma was a fantastic antagonist. What the heck? Is that Abuela's first name? I don't remember. I'm gonna assume so. I'm assuming we're still talking about Encanto in that regard. Yeah, no, she was definitely like obviously she wasn't a villain because like if you've watched the movie, I'm not gonna spoil it, but like she's not, but she definitely was misguided in some ways. Are you gonna run out of energy? Possibly, yeah. I guess maybe we should catch some fish to refill our energy. Good catch. Good call. We got algae for food. I guess we can eat the algae. But probably a carp is going to be better for us here. Named after a king. Ooh, I like that. Are name meanings like a thing that people think about a lot of the time? And also, like, where does like the meaning of a name come from? Because like I've looked up like the meaning of my name, like Zach or Zachary, which would be my full name. I'm not a Zachariah. But I believe when I looked it up, it was like he who God remembers. And I'm like, that's like whatever. I'm not religious, so it's fine. But like, where does that come from? Who gets to decide that? Is there just like some guy out in Pennsylvania who's like, all right, which names don't have meanings yet? Clarice, that's gonna mean, you know, that's going to mean high tides are your good luck charm. All right, next. Your name is Zach? Yeah, indeed. Don't confuse me with Unsurpassable Zed. We both had the same name, I'm pretty sure. It comes from the Bible. Is there just a part in the Bible where it's like they're just telling stories? They're going through like Psalms and Deuteronomy and whatever. And then it's like, all right, we're gonna take an intermission. Here's a list of all the names and what they mean. Or is it just like is it like interpolation? It's like inferred. Not interpolation, I guess more interpretation. I just wanted to use a fancy word for the sake of using it. I guess probably a lot of them do have biblical origins for sure. But there's got to be like modern names that don't have that have meanings that don't come from like a religious context, right? Why'd you have to mention Pennsylvania? That's where I'm from. It's just the first place that came to mind. Realistically, sometimes when you're trying to think of a joke or a little bit, you just got to go with the flow of your brain. Did you just say Unsurpassable Zed? No, I said it about 20 seconds ago. Well, actually more like 30 seconds ago, but... That's his name, isn't it? Unsurpassable Zed. Fun fact, a popular name in the Victorian age was Tiffany. Found a CGP Grey fan in chat. Tell me I'm wrong. No disrespect, CGP Grey is a great channel. Go check him out if you haven't before. A lot of names were made up at one point in time. Now the meaning is named after a person or mythological character. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. Stop catching the fools in the water. I like the way you called them fools. I needed to catch a few to get my energy back up, but now we're definitely not catching it anymore. Your name means war, lively, and bright-headed. You have multiple options? Why do your parents let you have 3 different meanings for your name? Ooh. Little late-night attempt. This frickin' fish, oh my god! I was firmly in the camp that the glacier fish was supposed to be the hardest fish. That's what everyone told me. Everyone's like, the legend's not really that bad. It's more the glacier fish. The glacier fish is actually the hardest legendary fish, no cap. I'm here to tell you, you're wrong and liars. Maybe not all of you. Maybe some of you are like, the legend has always been the hardest. This is actually, like, pain. Your name means stone? I kind of like that, honestly. It means you're, like, solid and reliable. Just gotta be how you interpret it, right? It used to be the hardest one. The glacier fish did. They ConcernedApe patched the legend to be harder. You had a lot more chances of the glacier fish. We don't take math into account around here. What kind of stream do you think this is? Just because we've had to consider like binomial distributions and things for probabilities as far as like cactus fruit and stuff goes, doesn't mean we're like a fan of math. Gross. Just because I've made multiple spreadsheets for this challenge and had to do a lot of calculating and recalculating. All right, in we go. All right, what do we think? Are we getting rain 3 days in a row? I didn't check the TV, so nobody knows. Hit me with some rain cloud emojis. Rain cloud emojis. This is also gonna help me figure out how like slow the delay is. we need another day of legend luck. Whoa, I'm not in math class. Yeah, we're all here for a stream. Come on, man. Okay, the delay is not so bad. It's like 10 seconds, maybe. 10, 12 seconds. Alright, let's do this. Gale, I don't appreciate the suns, but you know what? You live your own life. Man, there's some Sun fans in chat, huh? Some actual Sun fans? Excuse me, Argon Matrix bot? What the heck? Who are you? It's 3 days of rain, baby! Ooh, you guys did it! You actually did it! The emoji power is finally manifesting! What the heck? Actual magic confirmed? Real magic? Oh my god. Alright, it's not gonna rain tomorrow, obviously, because that's the Egg Festival. Can't rain on a festival day, but that's kind of nuts, honestly. Timbeeb, what did you do? You did a secret little rain ritual or something. Alright, let's get this show on the road. So, we're not gonna have quite as much time today for this because we also have to go traveling cart. Oh gosh. We also have to not voice crack. We have to go traveling cart. This is, alright, Caroline, whatever. Tomorrow's the Egg Festival, yes. Pop all this away. And down to the traveling cart. Then we'll do our garbage run. Then we'll go to the legend. Oh, and get ourselves a farm war totem. Boom. Three days of rain in a row. What are the odds, honestly? No, literally, please go find out the odds. We're all about math in this channel. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Don't go 5 minutes or like 2 minutes back in the stream either. That's in the past. This is the present. I'm a changed person. I'm all about math. Any integral fans in chat? Integrals? Derivatives, all that good stuff, you know? Goat cheese? Goat cheese we don't need, because we make it from goat milk. I have new items every week, so make sure to come back. I will, don't you worry. Don't you worry, but nothing doing here. The only thing I like about this town is the beach. Are you sure about that, Haley? Are you sure? Thank you for the exclamation point card as well, but we didn't have anything that was even close to what we needed. Well, I guess the goat cheese was kind of close, but we knew we didn't need that, so neither here nor there. You like derivatives, Roysu? I haven't done actual calculus in a very long time. I'm not gonna lie. I know vaguely. I think I remember how to do derivatives kind of in general terms, but I don't really remember why derivatives work that way. Like, isn't the derivative of x squared like 2x? Is like you always just take the exponent and like bring it down to become a coefficient? And it gets more complicated than that when you get into like full equations and stuff, but that's the general building blocks of it. But I don't remember like why that is or exactly what derivatives tell you either. It's been a long time since I've been in math class. Haley says something smells earthy. Girl, you live in the middle of a valley, like a little farming hamlet, a little podunk village. Of course it's gonna smell earthy. But she likes it. She might deny it, but she likes it. 6 plus 64 magnetism. We'll save this for the energy. I probably should have saved like some of the other stuff for the energy, realistically, but 9 a.m. It's fishing time, baby. Full fishing stream. Let's go. Haley, it's raining. Yeah, it smells like petrichor. That's the name of the smell of rain, I think, or like the chemical or something that gives off the smell that we associate with rain generally. Petrichor. I believe that's the case. Correct me if I'm wrong in that, but that's the name that lives in my brain that I associate with the smell of rain. You're so bad at math, that's why you went to law school? There's got to be some math involved in law, I would imagine. Probably not nearly as much as like if you went to like engineering school or something, obviously. I would not survive in law school, I'll tell you that right now. There are some aspects of law that are pretty cool, but most of it I would find probably exceedingly boring. Derivatives can find stuff like acceleration and velocity. That's true, right? Isn't like so like is the derivative of an acceleration its velocity, or is it the other way around? I think you like derive velocity from acceleration, potentially. You're lurking? No worries, Zomba. Lurk away, lurk away. I love how you threw away all the other snacks but kept the crispy loser in your pocket. Why is it a loser? A crispy bass? Oh man, I guess compared to the legend, the bass is definitely a loser. But compared to the legend, we're all kind of losers, right? I remember watching a show on Treehouse way back in the day. For those not in the know, Treehouse is like the very young children's TV channel in Canada, or at least in my neck of the woods of Canada. They are all like the classics of like, I don't know, stuff like Barney, Teletubbies, all that stuff for very young demographics. And I distinctly remember watching that, and there was a show, and it had the word loser in it, but they censored it. You could tell that they were saying loser, but like it just like went silent when they said loser. And I'm like, even as a small child, I was like, why are you censoring the word loser? And I kind of get it now, but because like, you don't want other kids calling each other losers. That's pretty mean, especially if they like don't have any real context for it in real life as to like why it might be offensive to some people to be called a loser. But it kind of comes back, right? It's like loser's one of those ones where it's like if you call someone a loser, it's either like the most mean thing you could possibly say to that person, or you're like both in on it and you're like, yeah, you're a loser too, you frickin' loser. And it's just like a joke between friends. And that can transcend into other terms beyond just loser, obviously, depending on how close you are with the friends in question. But I feel like loser is a good jumping off point. Don't say the L word, Argon. Is the L word... Let's go? I was hoping to catch the legend and just be like, let's go! Yeah, don't go just calling random people losers. If you know they can take it, if you know if it's a friend that you know and it's like it's just a little jab, just make sure they're cool with it. Do a wellness check with your friends. Did you catch the legend? Yeah, we're just like fishing now. I caught the legend and now I'm just kind of like vibing, you know? Who cares about cactus fruit at this point? I'd rather just fish all day. I've never understood how people can use insults at their friends in a good way. It's baffling. I've kind of started to come around to that too. Like there is like I don't know, between at least my friends and myself, there's been like a time and a place for it. And if you have a decent rapport with people, I feel like you can make it work. But it is, even, no matter how good of a rapport you have, there is some element of toxicity to it for sure. Like, whether you feel it or not, whether you're like if you feel like your friend calls you like a loser or something, and like you don't take it seriously, obviously, but like there's probably a small part of your brain that's like, it like digs into a little part of your brain, and like, it's the whole idea behind like self-deprecating humor too, right? And why that's not really good for your mental health at the end of the day. So like in general, just be like nice to people. I don't know if that's a hot take or not. Be nice to people. Well, someone has to say it. Depends on the situation, too. Very true, yeah. Like, don't go to someone's funeral and be like, oh, I'm sorry your mom died, you loser. Like, that's that's not cool, man. No matter what context that's in. You might be trying to make some kind of, like, weird joke to lighten the mood or something. Don't go there, though. That's not the time. You gotta read the room to a certain extent. Like, even making up that scenario in my head, I felt super bad for the fake person whose mom had died. I was like, oh man, I just called that person a loser? What the hell's wrong with me? Cancel Argon for trying to spread kindness. And people have been canceled for less, I'm sure. Just because you can't take my level of excessive kindness. I'm gonna go down swinging. Don't you stop me. Legend. Oh. No. What the heck? I swear that the bar goes down faster, like the time bar for the fish goes down faster when it's the legend. Is that just me? Ooh. Back to back. Back to back treasures? Okay. Let's already chill out. We talking about the first time? Maybe? Maybe? Please. Oh my god, please. No. Not getting away that easy. Buster, get back here. Get. Okay. This is too stress. This is stress. This is stress incarnate. Oh. Oh. Moving on. You wouldn't give me 3 in a row, would you? You wouldn't give me 3. Oh, you wouldn't give me 3 in a row. Okay. Of course they wouldn't give me 3 in a row, because then, like, when I get it this time, well, they're really trying to work that reverse psychology into me. They're like, all right, He said it. He's got faked out twice. Third time's the charm. Third time's the charm, which means it's not going to be this time because it's going to be actually fourth time's the charm because that's not a saying anybody uses. So it's not going to be this one. I stand by it. It's not going to be that one. It's going to be this one. You're getting closer, though. Closer is a matter of perspective. It kind of boils down to luck on the patterns that you get, as you can very clearly see right there. Chat was all collectively holding its breath, right along with me, honestly. Did I say that one? I meant this one, by the way. You just got the copper axe on your newest farm. Nice, Roysu. Copper axe of wellness. Wellness check. Hope everyone's having a good day. And if not, then I hope your day gets at least somewhat better by being here. Happy to have you. The legend is having a laugh. He's a troll to the nth degree, that's for sure. You're running out of energy. Thank you, Gale. I should pay closer attention to that for sure. Are you having a good day? I'm having a pretty good day, yeah. I will mention that I have I've commissioned a new profile picture as well as a new banner for my YouTube channel. It was supposed to be ready today, but unfortunately the artist they were preoccupied with like college exams and stuff. And obviously, like, I totally understand that. I'm not demanding them to be done anytime soon, really, but hopefully that'll be in the near future, and you'll all get to see that. That'll be fun. Argon's on year 3 and still hasn't upgraded his axe. Correction, I'm on year 4. Ain't nobody need an axe, a steel axe, or anything of the sort, really. Buddy? Just get in my backpack. Please, sir? I'm sick and tired of your shenanigans, Buster. Oh my god. This frickin' fish! This fish! It's gonna be the death of me. Rip the profile picture, Wolf. Excuse you. That's Amaterasu, and you will show respect to Amaterasu from Okami. Just the profile picture, Wolf. Disrespectful. Alex Joe Mama, thank you for the 279 super chat for the legend fish. Maybe that's what it needs. Maybe the legend needs an actual physical bribe. We're going to find out, I guess, pretty soon. It's because you told him to get in the backpack, but you were just planning to stuff him in a pocket. I guess it's true. We don't really have a backpack, do we? We never bought one. And we never frickin' will. What's Amu-Trasu? Just look up Okami, O-K-A-M-I, and get back to me when you've 100% completed the game. You gotta repeat the magic phrase, get in the bag, Nebby. No, we gotta think of a different nickname. We can't just steal lilies for Cosmog. I don't want to come off as a boaster, but I caught the legend first try. And I don't know why everyone thought it was hard until I tried to catch it on another file and I couldn't get it. I guess it was luck. I'm kind of with you. I feel like I must have gotten extremely lucky on my first save file to get this guy, like... Because I don't remember having any kind of trouble with this guy. Like, maybe he's actually just not really that hard. Maybe we're all just psyching ourselves out a little bit and we just need to, you know, get good. Just be a pro gamer, and oh man, I was starting to work up a motivational speech and everything. I was improvising it, and the legend just cut me short. The legend doesn't care. He doesn't care about the pageantry of the moment. He doesn't care when or why or how or if it happens. He's just content to tickle our souls and laugh while he does it. When you're good, you're good. Be able to throw bombs in the lake to blast the legend out. It'd be worth it, probably. You know, destroy the entire local ecology just in order to catch a single fish. I don't see what could go wrong with that. It's all for the challenge! You see Linus crying at the edge of what was once the mountain lake after we bomb it into oblivion. It's like, don't worry, Linus. I've officially completed my challenge of earning perfection with spending as little money as possible. And he'd be like, what on earth is perfection? And they'd be like, you don't get it. You don't get it? Clearly you've never talked to Mr. Chi. We are running a little low on energy, but we're almost... Oh, God. What the heck? I clicked off my screen? Hello? I'm a fool. I was looking at my energy, and I clicked, and it was clicked off my screen, and now all my windows are gone. 1 second. 1 second. That was a little silly. Disaster. Yeah, that's the worst cast yet. That would have been the one, too. Guaranteed. Uh-oh. Wait. I say uh-oh, but I can't talk about it right now. We don't... Oh, okay. 1 second. I've got so many things going through my brain right now, and all of them are pointing me in the direction of please, just please, don't. Why? We were so close a second ago. Okay, we can work it back. Oh, we can work it back. We can work it back. It's all good. It's all good. We're getting back into the green. It's the yellow. You see that yellow? It's rising. It's rising. It won't. Oh, he's a feisty one. He's a fighter. But so are we. So are we. Oh my God. This is the last cast. Last cast of the day. It has to be. I'm out of energy, I'm out of time, and I'm out of legends. I'm out of legends. Oh. I blame this bot in chat that Nightbot is not able to detect. Get out of here. Alright. Now that that's taken care of, let's go ahead and actually call it a day here. Oh my gosh, that's what a... There was so much hope, there was so much potential, all of it squandered. We wasted so many days of chores, we let these machines just go to pasture. All for what? For just calluses on our hands from trying to reel in that dumb fish. Didn't see the bot. You were playing People Playground. Respect. Also, you can just hide the bot. You don't have to worry about timing it out. Timing out the bot doesn't really do much for it, I think. I think hiding it is usually the better way to go. I digress, though. It's okay, it's going to rain again tomorrow. Unfortunately, it's a festival day. It could rain again the day after the festival. That's possible. Not quite an unbroken streak, but it might be as close as we get. Let's have a look. We'll actually check the forecast this time, because we're not so much on the clock. What the hell? What is going on? Are we about to experience a biblical flood? All of our previous challenge will be antediluvian, confirmed? You know I had to sneak in antediluvian somehow, right? It's one of my favorite words. It's just never gonna stop raining ever again. It's raining forever, except for all the festival days, and hopefully Haley's birthday. I don't really want her to rain on her birthday. That would be upsetting to me. Her birthday's tomorrow. It is her birthday tomorrow. What the frick? Oh no, it's raining on her birthday. Big yikes. Okay. Well, it is what it is. That's a Tom Kha soup, not a trout soup. We gotta look into. Let's look. What do we have that we can make a fishing buff with? Fish taco, probably not happening. Hate to say it. Trout soup, the rainbow trout and the algae. Rainbow trout. Is rainbow trout catchable in the spring? Is that a spring Marty, or is that a summer Sandra or something? You have a fish taco? Oh, I do have 2 fish tacos. Well, there you go. We'll just do that. When it comes to tomorrow, when it comes to that, that's what we'll take care of. All right. Water Tim Beeb's bowl. Nature has been watering for us for the past couple days, but no more. We actually have to put in some legwork today. Okay. Oh my gosh, I need to get all my affairs in order here. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. Let's sell this single bullhead that we have for no apparent reason. I'm gonna go ahead and swap out my tools just because I'm cool like that. Too cool for tools. Actually, I should keep the fishing rod because it goes, number 1, it goes in that chest over there to begin with, and number 2, I need to fish out the fish pond now that it reached maximum capacity again. The chance of getting 4 rainy days in a row in spring is 0.011%, and that's effectively what we've gotten 4 in a row because the festival doesn't like really count. Gale, I don't know if your numbers are accurate, but I like to feel that they are. I mean, I honestly don't know how much I like it, because like we're using up all our luck on rainy days and saving none of it for the cactus fruit grind. Sometimes that's just the way it's gotta be. Right, yeah, we don't have to wait for the exclamation point on this. I forget sometimes. Just fish it down to 1. We have lots of fishing practice, so this is no big deal whatsoever. Tim Beep's not having a good time, though. He doesn't like the sound or something. You hear him barking over there? Alright, put that away. Good to go. Let's do this. The festival is, we only have to be there by 2 p.m., right? In order to still make the festival. I think that's correct. Skyroar, thank you for the $2 super chat. It says you have 2 fish tacos in your fridge. I did see that. It was pointed out to me moments ago. I appreciate the confirmation, though. Thank you so much, and for the support. Obviously, it means the world. I will definitely bring those on our journey tomorrow, and we'll see just how much of a difference maker they can be. I'm excited to find out. Before 2, yes, okay. And it has to be like actually like before 2. Like it can't get there at 2 on the dot. It has to be like 1:50, right? Pretty sure that's true. That's true facts. Why sea cucumbers? They are for the lucky lunches that we'll eventually be cooking for our Skull Cavern dive. Exclamation point FAQ, even though that question isn't answered in the FAQ. If you have any similar questions, they may be. Pop these, get some more jazz seeds out, put all this away for now. Same reason we're farming jazzes, by the way. Okay, good stuff, good eats. Go grab this honey. Ooh, sugar. Honey, honey. Man, we're just getting... After all the struggle we had with apricots before, how many, like, have we found since then? We've just broken the apricot dam. We got 6 in here, and we've, like, given one away, I'm pretty sure. Or at least, like, sold one. Kinda nuts. Okay. So that's good. We don't have traveling cart today. We will tomorrow, and Haley's birthday. So it's gonna eat into our legend fishing time a bit, but it's for an important purpose, obviously. Do they count as... Do they wait, what? Do they also double as great gifts for people who want to stick them under their pillows? The sea cucumbers? Absolutely. You're not sticking a sea cucumber under your pillow every night. You're not living life to its fullest extent, as far as I'm concerned. You guys can't tell me you've never tried sticking a sea cucumber or any other kind of ocean mollusk under your pillow at night. I know we all have. Let's all get it out there, okay? There's no shame in it. I'm partial to gooey ducks myself, but, you know, not an ocean one, I'm pretty sure. I think that's a freshwater one. I also don't know if it's a mollusk. I also don't know if a sea cucumber is a mollusk. I'm just kind of making it up as I go along, and I'm having a great time. All right, let's go ahead and win this egg festival, shall we? And then we have to come back and do our garbage collection after the fact. Let's not forget. All right, where's Haley at? Just want to say hello. It's been we've been fishing so long. I still need to get my photo taken at the bunny stand. Does my hair look okay? I would... Oh my gosh. The fan art? It would be so good. Line it up. Line it up real quick. Hold on. Gotta get that face right in there. It's like if you go like right up against the bunny stand, it's like too close, right? Okay. Can I like hold? Yeah, here we go. We walk. We'll walk. A little... Oh, there it is. That's about as good as we're gonna get. Everyone smile. Say cheese. Say cheese, chat. Cheese. When I say cheese, I don't think I make the smile that people want me to make when I'm like, for like a photo. And now imagine this, but it's Haley and Chloe's taking the picture. That'd be super cute. Quite literally impossible to line it up, Karita. I feel like we've disproven that. I feel like this is pretty well lined up. We haven't done our trash today, Zombo, but I appreciate the preliminary more trash. It's all good. All right, let's do this. Do you think everyone's ready for the egg hunt? Absolutely. Go up, left, down, down, left, right, down, right, left, down, right, up, left, up, and right. Got it? Got it. Committed to memory. That's the optimal egg hunt strategy. We're going to get a world record. We're getting 19 eggs today. Up, left, down, left. Is everyone ready? I'm here for it. We're going up, left, up, left, up, left. Up, left, down, down, left. From there, you're just gonna have to trust me that I memorized it all. I'm not gonna say it anymore. It's not because I forgot. It's really not. It's just that I just don't want to, like, bog down the stream. I want to talk about, like, other things, you know, while I'm doing this. Like, you know, I'm really excited to get this legend eventually. What I do worry about is that we're eventually gonna go for the Legend 2, like the successor to the original Legend, Legend the Second, if you will. And that's going to be a bit of a problem because, like, obviously we're having so much trouble with the regular Legend. And doesn't the Legend the Second have, like, a real strict, like, time constraint on it for the Mr. G quest? I don't fully know because I've never done that quest. We're getting pretty close to 19 eggs, as you can see. We're just about to nail this world record real quick. Let me just seal the deal. That's a ball. All right, we did it. Definitely didn't forget. Yeah, that was the strat, right? I'm pretty sure I nailed it. And now the winner of this year's egg hunt is Chloe. Oh, I'm so surprised. I didn't think I did that well. Oh my. Next year, yeah, we'll get it next year, no problem. No problem whatsoever. All right, Now let's do the actual, like, real thing that people are here for. Forget this egg hunt nonsense. We're about fruit hunting. Many people would say that the cactus fruit is the egg of the desert. I would look at those people and be like, Jesse, what the hell are you talking about? But they got the spirit, so that's what counts. They're a little confused, but they have the spirit. How do you not get so bored of this? It helps to have people to talk to in chat. It really does. But even if I was doing this on my own, I'd probably just be like listening to YouTube videos in the background, and it's just, you know, menial labor. Wouldn't that quest be impossible? You need magic bait. Do you need magic bait for like the second set of legendary fish? I thought they were just like showed up for the duration of the quest. If we do need it, like that's not a required quest for perfection, so it's not really a big deal. But it would be good to know, I guess. All right. Let's go ahead now. We still have some time left for the end of the day, so let's get our things in order. We need another... This is our last farm warp totem. We should probably craft more of those then. What do we need for farm warp totems again? Hardwood, honey, and fiber. That's easy. That's easy. We'll craft like 20 of those like right now. Perfect. Okay. And we'll go ahead and deposit that. Put all these back as well. Grab the fishing rod. What are we getting for Haley's birthday? Probably one of our sunflowers. We gave her our only coconut for the Feast of the Winter Star. We don't have a gold quality sunflower? You kidding me? Well, it just means we'll have to one-up this one next year. We'll have to get a gold quality sunflower for next year. Or just something even more extravagant, like a pink cake or something if we can manage it. That's the ultimate end goal for sure. They just show up for the quest. You did this quest last Monday. You don't. They just show up anytime. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Thank you for the intel. Yeah, you don't need the like descendants of the original legendary fish for perfection. It's just a little fun side venture if you want to do it. How did you multi-craft? I just held shift and while I was crafting, and crafted 5 at a time. Good Tim B. Alright, off to bed we go. Oh, I need to grab the fish tacos out of the fridge. Let me do that. We got another bot in chat. I don't know if any mods are kicking around, but I don't think Nightbot's not gonna be able to catch that one. I'll have to add it to the filter. Alright, let's drink our morning coffee here. Not even an espresso this time, just, you know, just bland black coffee. I guess we can bring both of these because I think the buff doesn't last like super long. So we'll just carry both of them with us. And away we go. No, don't even close the gates. It's a speed run. It's speed run hours. Thank you very much, Decay. Catching that bot. Sending good luck for today. Thank you, cactus fruit. Oh dear. The cactus fruit has become sentient. Alright. What do we got here? Kite Master 95. What was going through Eric Baroni's head when he made this and called it Kite Master 95? 95, like, as in the year 95 as well. Can be placed inside your house. That's a fascinating one to me. I feel like a regular art critic all of a sudden. How did you get tomatoes? Because I thought I saw a tomato in that chest. I believe we had to buy a tomato seed. Because you can get tomato seeds from the treasure room in the Skull Caverns. That is true. Haley's house is not open, so we'll have to like double back for it for her birthday, but that's no skin off my nose. It is something you can get from the Skull Cavern treasure room, but you also need tomatoes in order to complete the fall crops bundle, or not the summer crops bundle. And in order to access the desert at all, in this challenge at least, for the minimum cost, which will be from the desert obelisk, you need to complete the entire community center, which means completing that bundle. So we need a tomato in order to facilitate that. There is some math that goes into that, and it's like to figure out like what's the best possible permutation of like things to do and like bundles and stuff. But just trust me that I've done the work, I've done the research, I've put in that legwork, I've done the time so you don't have to. And this is the way. This is the best way to do it. Sounds like an AOL username, KiteMaster95. It actually does. Anyone remember MSN Instant Messenger with the little like green bubbly dude as its like mascot? Those are the days, man. Back in like middle school. Hold on a second. Happy birthday, Haley. Is it my birthday today? I guess it is. I feel like there's a slight undercurrent of sarcasm, or like, you know, she's like, oh, you forgot my birthday last year. Is it my birthday today? I guess it is. Thanks. This is nice. A little sunflower in bed. The weather's too horrible to get out of bed. We stand our rainless queen. MSN Messenger. Yeah, those were the days, man. I distinctly remember, like, after school, I would be like, all right, I have the contact information for like a bunch of people in my class, including the girl I was crushing on at the time. I guess the girl that I thought I was crushing. It's hard to explain. Crushes are kind of like I'm doing a lot of introspection. Don't worry about it. And I just remember trying to like work up the nerve to be like, hey, can I like. Hey, you want to chat? And I think I just eventually said like hi, and she was like hi, and then that was about it. I was like 8 years old or something. I don't even know. I probably wasn't 8. I was probably at least like 10. All right. Fish taco. Let's get that down. Down the gullet. And away we go. Just past 10 a.m. getting our first bob in the water. How long does this one last? It lasts 7 minutes? That feels like a long time. Angel Fire, GeoCities. I'm not familiar with either of those. Like, I never used them personally. I do recognize the name Angel Fire, though. Don't let this be the one when I'm talking about Angel Fire and MSN Messenger. Maybe that's what the legend is. Maybe is the legend a secret, like, millennial from, or oh my gosh. Legend, we are kindred spirits, you and I. I need your contact information. Hold on. My mom's using the fax machine. I can't use the internet right now. Moving right along. The legend is a user of Ask Jeeves. I remember using Ask Jeeves. I swear that on our like computers in middle school, we weren't allowed to use Google. I'm pretty sure. Like Google was not. It was like banned on like the school servers, and we had to use Ask Jeeves or like Bing or something. I don't even remember. I just remember like being weirded out that like I couldn't Google something. Like, what would compel a school to ban Google, of all things? Like, I know Google Images can be a little bit of a scary place, but, you know, there's like safety filters in place for that sort of thing. But maybe back in the day, that wasn't as prevalent. Man, middle school, those were the days, honestly. I remember being in middle school. The best part about middle school for me was the lunches, honestly. I know that sounds weird. Like, we would actually bring our own lunches from school or from home most of the time. Like, they didn't have like a cafeteria or anything like that. Not in middle school. We had that in high school. But they would some days do like special event lunches. And they would do things like, they would be like, all right, here, everyone gets like a free carton of milk, like one of those little like cartons of like chocolate or like just normal milk. And I always remember, because there was like a contest with one of those, with those cartons of milk. It would be like, if you open your carton of milk and it moves, then you like win the contest. And you like, I don't even remember what you would win. I didn't win, but I remember being in the gymnasium, just eating my lunch, and then all of a sudden you just everyone goes dead silent, because as like the far corner of the gymnasium where everyone's eating their lunch, you just hear this just echo across the entire. It was so loud. I was amazed that sound came out of a little carton of milk. I don't even like how did technology manage to do that? It's amazing. You had mooing milk? We did have mooing milk. The other thing I remember is that every Friday for a while, we would have something called Texas Donut Day. And that was when... Did I check out the traveling cart, by the way? Did I visit? I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Texas Donut Day was when we would like you would like sign up for like what kind of donut you wanted, and then this big truck would come and just like give us a bunch of donuts that were the size of our frickin' heads. Like, these were massive honkin' donuts. That's why they were called Texas Donuts, because like, oh, everything's bigger in Texas, or whatever it is. I don't think they actually came from Texas. And those were like, I don't even remember if I ever finished one of those donuts. They were so big. You did check the cart? Thank you, Mariah. Thank you for the confirmation. See a few other people confirming it as well. Thank you, thank you. But I remember, because I remember being very upset, because there was, like, we did Texas Donut Day every week for probably maybe, I want to say like 8 months or something. We did it for a full school year, and then we did it for part of the next school year. But then they had to cancel it because some kids, I still don't know who these kids were, and I wouldn't name them, obviously, if I did. 'Cause I'm not going to, like, dox people. They ruined it for everybody, because the truck got there. The people who were, like, manning the truck, they were doing whatever they had to do, whatever paperwork they had to fill out. And somehow, while that was going on, some kids snuck into the truck and took all the boxes of Texas Donuts. They just stole them and, like, I guess they just went home with them. I don't know what happened, but there were no Texas Donuts. And then there was, like, an announcement, like, later the next week that's like, due to the actions of some of your fellow classmates, Texas Donut Day is hereby canceled. And I didn't know who the kids were. I'm sure there were some people that did, and it would kind of suck if, like, like, I think they did pretty well, did as much as they could to, like, hide the identity of the kids, but it was still kind of trash. I was like, man, I like those donuts. You just had to go and ruin it for everybody, huh? Some people just can't stand a good thing. All the boxes, yeah, just every single box. Because each of them would come in their own individual box too. They were like, it was a very special occasion. I don't know how they did it. They must have had some kind of like crazy heist plan to do all that, because that's like hundreds of donuts. Are you a fan of Texas Donuts, Mr. Legend? Very clearly not. Oh my god. I've never seen him so upset. Man, this is bringing back all sorts of like middle school memories just talking about this stuff, though. I do remember, I actually, like, I flew very far under the radar. I shouldn't be catching this fish. I need to save time on my buff. In fact, we'll renew our buff right now. But I flew very far under the radar in pretty much all of my schools, like elementary, middle, and high school. And I was totally fine with that. But there was one trend that I set. I was a trendsetter in middle school for something very silly. It was, I became, don't ask me how this happened, I don't really remember, but I became good friends with the school janitor. Like, I flew under the radar as far as, like, my fellow classmates and everything went, but I was definitely a teacher's pet. And somehow I was also a janitor's pet. And, like, there was one recess where I didn't really have anything else going on. And I was like, hey, Mr. Humptagoof. That's not his real name, but that's what we're going to call him. Mr. Humptagoof, do you need any help? Like, do you need any help doing the cleaning? And he was like, oh, thank you very much, Zach. I could definitely use some help, like, sweeping the halls. And then after you're done, we can, like, chill in my office. And I got some, like, cookies and stuff in there. I know it sounds kind of bad, but he was a chill guy. Don't worry about it. He worked at a school. It was fine. I mean, not to say that everyone who works at a school is kosher, but I digress. I probably didn't use the word kosher, right? I'm getting sidetracked. Anyway, so I would help him sweep the halls. I would help him with just like some basic sort of like menial cleaning stuff around the school. And then I'd go to his office and I'd like get like cookies and like get to play on his computer, play some like Minesweeper or something. It was chill. And I was like, man, this is like the best recess ever. And I just like kept doing that for a little while. And eventually like one of my friends was like, hey, can I like help you out? This seems like kind of a sweet gig you got. And I'm like, yeah, sure. We got cookies to go around. And then that friend like told some other people, and all of a sudden like it was like a couple weeks later after all that, I went over to the janitor's office to be like, I'm gonna help him out again today. And there were like 12 kids who were already there. They're like, hey, Mr. Humptagoof, let's can we all help out? And I was like, man, this was kind of my thing. This was me. And they stole it. And then I just kind of walked away and, like, I don't know, read a book or something. Went to read The House of Scorpion for the 3rd time. It's a very weird story, I understand that. Like, why would someone willingly help out the janitor to clean the school? That's something you do for detention. But I was a weird kid. I'm still a weird kid at heart, honestly. But it was like, you know what? If you're in school right now and you ever see your janitor, maybe give him a hand. You probably just have to like push a broom down a couple hallways, and then who knows? Maybe you'll get some ice cream or something. Big hug, totally get it. Yeah, sometimes when like it's something like, obviously that's a very silly example what I just told you. Of something that like you could be like kind of invested in and like think is like, oh, this is like a special thing just for me. But as kids, we definitely latch on to that sort of stuff, no matter how sort of insignificant it might seem looking back on it, or to adults at the time. It definitely was. Like, I didn't cry or anything, but it was like disheartening. You had a games club for students that had nothing to do during recess. That's a good idea. I respect that, Francis, for sure. Don't forget to hydrate, Nightbot says. I feel you know. How's that been? We've been streaming for an hour and 45 minutes. All of it's been like the legend, though. It's kind of nuts. It must be, what it really must be, the fact that we brought on this much rain. The only thing it could be is this outfit, right? That's the only factor that we've really adjusted for, or that we haven't adjusted for at this point. The sailor's cap, the outfit, it's all lined up. Are there even chalkboards in classrooms anymore? God, I hated chalkboards so much. I hate getting my hands that dusty from the chalk. Dusty and dry, it's just so bad. I remember in high school, the only classroom that still had a chalkboard was our English teacher's classroom. He was kind of old-fashioned. Everyone else had whiteboards, and anytime I went to English class, thankfully it wasn't often that any of like the students had to write on the chalkboard, but when we did, ooh, not a pleasant experience, I'll tell you that. Are we trying to catch the legend right now? Indeed. Indeed. You said you wanted to slow down a bit, but you didn't? You said you wanted to slow down a bit, didn't you? Oh, you know, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I guess that is true. That is true. This is a slow ride of a stream tonight. This legend is also being kind of fickle today. Sorry to correct your grammar. Would it be brought, not brang? I'm usually really good with grammar. When it's spoken out loud, it's a little harder, but written down, no one's got me beat. I'll step to any of you and chat with my grammar, with my written grammar game. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. You won't like what you find. All right. There's no way it could be 5 days of rain in a row. It's physically not possible. The game does not allow for that kind of code to exist. Be careful? What did I do? What did I do? Am I good? I feel like I'm panicking for no reason. All right, real quick, I'm gonna while you get your rain cloud emojis in chat, because it worked last time. Why wouldn't it work again this time, right? It's empirical evidence. I'm gonna take a quick drink of water though. Reset the day? I would never. If we reset the day, the legend will never appear again. It just gets deleted from the game. You don't have to believe me. You can go test it for yourself. Anyways. Did I unmute correctly? I always gotta make sure of that. I did. Okay, we're fine. I got lots of rain clouds in here. Lots of rain clouds. Let's do this. Let's do it. Go to sleep for the night. Please. It's sunny. The sun has finally come out after 4 long days. Ignoring the egg festival. 4 long days of a storm front rolling through. But the question is this the new normal, or is this just a brief gap, a slight reprieve? A little parting in the clouds. It's only a parting in the clouds. We're going in again tomorrow, baby. What is going on this stream? I haven't fished this much in Lord only knows. I did so much fishing at the start of this challenge, and now the game has decided it's time to bring it back. It's time. All right, this does give us a little bit of an opportunity, at least, to maybe make some fish buffing food, some fishing buffing food. Fried calamari, no. Like, we don't have anything else in here, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what we can make. Someone said we can make... Wait, what's Dish of the Sea again? How do you cook that? Let's see. Dish of the Sea. I'm pretty sure we don't have what we need for it. 2 sardines and a hash... Oh, wait, maybe. 2 sardines. We could go fish sardines today. Do we have sardines here? I have a single sardine. Okay. I'll let you guys make the call. Do you want us to go fish sardines? We've done a lot of fishing, but only exclusively for the legend. We could go fish sardines. We should have some potatoes. How do you make hash browns again? Second, let me get caught up on my mail real quick. How do you make hash browns? It's like, you just need potato and oil. Let's see. Hash browns, where are you? There you are. Potato and oil. We can make oil out of corn. Wait, we don't have an oil maker. Oil maker. That kind of hurts. How long does it take to make oil though? Because like we can do this. We have the ingredients for this, but how long does it take? Fish stew. Fish stew. Fish stew. What would it be easier to just do? Well, we got trout soup. That's not fish stew, though. That's artichoke dip? That's rice pudding? Fish stew. Crayfish, mussel, periwinkle, and tomato. I don't think we have nearly enough tomato to make that work, right? We have 2 tomatoes. We could use 1 to make a fish stew. Plus 3 fishing. But dish of the sea is also plus 3 fishing, right? Takes hours, you think? Oil from sunflower in 1 hour. Corn takes longer than sunflowers. If you use sunflowers, they only take 1 in-game hour. How many sunflowers do we have? The real question. We got 3. We could so we could make 2, because we got the potatoes too. I'm pretty sure. We have 1 potato. We only have 1 potato, y'all. What the heck? What am I doing with my life? I'm gonna need more potatoes eventually in order to make to, like, cook things. Pretty sure. Don't you have oil in the fridge? You're right, actually, Mary. We do have oil from supply crates. That's correct. We don't need to worry about that. Is there potatoes in the fridge as well? Potatoes. No, there's no potatoes in here. We might have to pivot to let's trout soup. We don't have rainbow trout though. Can we catch rainbow trout in spring? Let me look that up. I don't think I got an answer from chat earlier, or else someone posted and I didn't see it. For that, I apologize. Let me see. Rainbow trout. It's a summer fish. No chance. No chance. We ain't got no magic bait or nothing. You have 2 potato seeds, though, do I? I mean, we obviously can't grow potatoes fast enough to have them ready for tomorrow. But if I have potato seeds, then we can at least invest in 1 dish of the sea. Let me grab this as well. Just so I'm running around a little faster here. Potato seeds. Those are yam seeds right there. I don't know if that's what you were talking about. You get potatoes from mixed seeds as well, so you use the potato. I'd like to probably seed maker the potato, though, in order so, like, when we need potatoes to cook things, which we could just, like, not have to rely on mixed seeds. You know what I mean? Plant some mixed seeds outside to stack up on potatoes. Probably the play, honestly. I feel like maybe it's mixed seed o'clock. Or we seed maker this and start cultivating potatoes. That would be a lot slower, though. I think we'll do this. I think we will. It's not going to be, obviously, ideal for right now. But what we can do, we can use this potato. We can make a single dish of the sea if we get another sardine. And then we can just let these grow. And hopefully we'll get a bunch of other stuff out of it too, but we'll at least get some potatoes for sure. So let's go ahead and grab this and this. And my inventory is so scuffed right now. Put this away for right now. At least we have time today. We actually have time, which is something we haven't had the luxury of these past few days when we're doing this legend fishing. But now we're doing stuff in service of the legend fishing, so I don't know if it's that much better. We're just a slave to it. Okay. Well, let's go ahead. I guess I don't need to hold on to this potato right now. We'll go ahead and throw it just in the... Actually, you know what? We'll just make the hash browns right now. That's fine. Throw that in here. I'll go grab a sardine. Also throw that in there. And then we'll just need to get another sardine, which we can fish from our farm here, actually. Think about it. Or we could go to the ocean as well. Why don't you use seed maker and random seeds? Well, I mean, I can seed maker the ones that I get from these random seeds. I don't want to seed maker the one that I have right now, because I can use that to make an actual dish of the sea. And be productive that way. I'm also going to need my scythe now by the looks of it, because this area down here is getting overgrown, my scythe and my axe. That's where I want to plant my stuff. But yeah, we'll get it sorted out. We need all these potatoes eventually, one way or another, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember what we all need for potatoes for cooking-wise, but we do need them for various things, I'm fairly positive. Alright. We have our... Yeah, we have enough ancient fruit wine here for a new batch when that comes to pass. In our let me... I'm just trying to sort this in a way that makes sense, because we need 123 saved up, and then we just sell the rest of this. Okay. Sell that. We'll do our hops first real quick, and then I'll do my... And then we'll set up the mixed seeds down south here. And who knew? I definitely did not think when I started the stream tonight that I'd be like fishing and being so focused on this legend grind this entire time. I've grown so used to the cactus fruit, and that being like the sole identifying factor of the stream. But this season has thrown us for one heck of a loop, is all I'm saying. All right, let's get our ancient fruit as well here. Very important, very important. What are you trying to get? We're trying to make a dish of the sea today is the main thing, and we're trying to get many things. At the end of the day, we're trying to get perfection while spending as little money as possible. Exclamation point FAQ. Can't you just like catch the fish, Zombo? You're banned. Ban yourself right now. That's that's toxic. You're being toxic right now. I'm kidding, of course. But... Have a good one there. B33. B3 everything. I'm not quite sure how to say your name, but you know I'm talking about you. I hope. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, it's salmonberry season too. Look at that. Alright, let's get a few more ancient fruits on the go. Decent amount. We're actually working through our ancient fruit slowly but surely. So we have more casks out here than we have ancient fruit in the greenhouse. Very, very nice to see. Now we have to do everyone's favorite part, where we have to clear our field and hoe everything with our unupgraded hoe. So buckle up, folks. This one's going to take a minute. And then we'll get these mixed seeds down. Because I want to save maybe some of these mixed seeds for fiber. For fiber seeds, because well, actually, I don't know if we need much more fiber right now. We can always get more mixed seeds later as well, so let's not sweat it too much. Although, what if we need mixed seeds for other things in other seasons? Maybe we'll just commit, like, I don't know, 50 of these mixed seeds. And we'll see where that takes us. I feel like I'm alright with that. Maple bars give you +1 fishing if you have them? Maple bar. Is that just, it's like maple syrup and sugar? And wheat flour. We could make that. That might be, I mean, Dish of the Sea is +3 fishing. So we'll stick with that, and then we can maybe make a few of these, because we do have the ingredients for this. Although I don't want to burn through the sugar too much, because we haven't been getting that much of it. And we're going to need a decent amount of that for other ingredients as well, or for other recipes. I don't know what potatoes look like, by the way, so at least not in their like seedling form. It's a weird quote out of context that I don't know what potatoes look like, but we'll let it ride. Out of context quotes are always the most fun. Alright, and we'll fill out this third row as well with these seeds, and then that'll be good enough for me, honestly. Wrong thing. Right there. And we'll save some mixed seeds for a rainy day. Not literally. These are the mixed seeds for the rainy day, but all right. Away we go. Legend is an intermediary goal. It is part of getting perfection because you have to catch every fish, excluding the ones from the special Mr. Chi extended family quest. But the legend is a fish we have to catch eventually for perfection. Lest you think that we're just goofing off and wasting our time when we could be just mainlining the cactus fruit and not worrying about the legend. We have to catch this fish eventually, whether we like it or not, with a frickin' bamboo pole, no less. I got a rock. All right. Ooh, we got a little mahogany tree up there. I might as well chop that down while I'm looking at it here. All right, so we want that. What else? What else do we need to do here? A little mahogany seed as well. Don't mind if I do. Also, not gonna, for anyone wondering, I'm not gonna water those mixed seeds. I'm just gonna I feel like it's not worth worrying about going back to just water all. Maybe I should though, just to get them things done a day early. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of gonna bug me if I don't. So maybe I'm just talking myself into it, and I have a bad habit of doing that. Talking myself into things that don't need to be talked into. Let's do it. It's gonna rain tomorrow anyway, but I mean, we also have sprinklers, but they're not watered right now. It's not that many seeds, regardless. It's moments like this that you remember, oh wait, he can't upgrade any of his tools either, huh? We certainly can't. Chloe's got to put in a lot more manual labor than most other Stardew farmers. One tile at a frickin' time. Oh my gosh. We're gonna run out of water too. It's so long since I've watered anything that wasn't Tim Beeb's bowl. It feels so foreign, so alien and wrong. Sardines only until 7 though. Frick. The whole plan's come crumbling down. Oh, red alert, red alert. Okay, we can do this. It's fine. Sardines we can just fish on our farm, right? It's just an ocean fish. It's a fairly common ocean fish. We just need one, really, but we could probably stand to get more if we want to do this plan again in the future at any point. Listen to Tim Beeb, he's so happy. If I could bring Tim Beeb with me to catch the legend, I would have caught him the first day we had the chance. With this kind of motivation? You kidding me? Yeah, unfortunately the farm does have a higher incident rate of trash and other things that aren't fish. But we should be able to catch the sardine here. Might be it even right here. That's an anchovy? You can't fool me. Fake sardine spotted? Anchovy is just another fish cosplaying as a sardine. You can't change my mind. Oh, Tim Beeb, you startled me. There's a glitch that you can upgrade tools without paying or ingots. We're also doing a no glitch or exploit run. Full details on the rules and guidelines are linked in the description, as always, if you're curious. The anchovy was the imposter. No worries, B33. What the heck? I thought this was a good idea, but I'm starting to regret my words and my deeds. I only need the one sardine. That's all I'm asking for, just a pittance of sardine. You false prophet. Get him out of here. This feels very anchovy-like based on the other two anchovies I've caught. That's a sardine. We're good. Crisis averted. If it's only until 7, I think we're pretty much good there. All right, let's go ahead and sort this out. Sort this out. Put all this away. Let's go ahead. That's good, I think. So we'll throw our sardine. I guess we can just make our dish of the sea right now. Dish of the sea, perfect. New achievement, cook! Hoggy. That's so good. All right, and then I guess I'll make 1 maple bar, because this dish of the sea is not gonna last the entire day, I'm fairly certain. So we'll make a single maple bar for a little extra boost when we need it. Yo, Stefan, thank you for the $5 super chat. Missed the first part of the stream. Did I miss anything important? We had a streak of about 4 rainy days in a row, and we've just been going insane trying to catch a single fish. That's about it. No success yet, but you know what? Maybe you're the lucky charm that we've been missing. I can only hope. All right, let's go ahead and get our inventory sorted out. Right, tools away. I'm gonna keep 1 triple shot espresso. We'll keep the bamboo pole. We'll get a farm totem. This is our inventory for legend fishing right now. I think we're good. We're good, right? We're good. I got you guys for a second. I know I haven't done my trash run today, okay? You might not believe me. But we do a little trolling here. We do a little trolling. Oh gosh. I feel like people are gonna be so mad if this is the cactus fruit today too. Because it's like I was like a single misclick away from just like literally skipping this day. Oh, okay, we're good, we're good. I gotta have a little fun sometimes, you know? Spice things up a little bit. I mean, it's looking like we probably could have skipped this day regardless, is all I'm saying. Unless, I mean, I always do say it, Joja's gonna be our savior one of these days. The Joja Mart garbage can. Show me green. That's blue. That's Joja Cola cactus fruit flavor. You have a feeling Blade will be here for the cactus fruit day? I'm kind of with you, Lee. I feel like it's almost like an anti-luck buff when Blade's not here. Because, like, he's gonna want to be here for that moment. At least if I were him, I would want to be here for that moment, if being the only person that knows when it's gonna happen. So I feel like when he's not here, but he could also just be, like, lurking at any moment. He doesn't have to be talking, necessarily. So, who the heck knows? Alright, now for real, we can actually go to bed. Thank you for the more trash, by the way, Decay. Have I finished the mines? Indeed I have. Holy, the $331,000 payday? $332,000 even. You kidding me? That's the power of ancient fruit wine. All right. So we got rainy day, of course. Let's. I just want to see for a second. We're a stone's throw away from 5 million total earnings. Holy crap. That's like that's halfway to the golden clock. And like basically halfway through like the entire earnings that we theoretically need for the challenge. That's actually pretty wild. All right, off we go. Off we go. We got outside before even the iridium statue, the Statue of Perfection was ready. That's how you know we're gunning it today. Will you ever search the trash cans again after you find the cactus fruit? Probably not. I'm gonna have PTSD from this. Post trash searching disorder. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was kind of off the top of the head, though. That's why I laughed halfway through post-trash searching disorder. I shouldn't make fun, obviously. PTSD is extremely serious, but... I digress. Have a good one there, B33. I feel like I said goodbye to you earlier. You stuck around for a little longer? It's all good. Alright. Off we go to the mines here. PC setup tour when? Probably never. I feel like my PC kind of sucks compared to like what you might expect from like the standard streaming PC. I don't feel like it's worthy of a tour. Alright. Get things all sorted out here, and away we go. Today's the day. I like the optimism, Nicole. How long do we have on this buff? We got 5 minutes and 20 seconds. We can get a decent number of legends in that time, I think. Legend attempts, anyway. If he's feeling a little feisty, we'll probably only get like 1 attempt in that. But there's a chance for maybe like 2 or 3 at least, depending if he feels like playing hardball today. Playing hard and fast, you know. It's not looking so promising right off the top. I'll tell you that right now. But Chloe's dressed in her fishing vest. We've done everything in our power. We put so much time in yesterday to make this a reality with this dish of the sea. Although it's kind of dawning on me now, why would the legend care about us having a dish of the sea? He's not from the sea, he's from the lake. We may have miscalculated on this one. I got a pro tip for you, keep the fish in the green bar at all times. I thought I was supposed to do the opposite, like keep it outside the green bar. I thought the green bar was like poison, and I was like, I don't want to poison the fish. So now that I have that intel, I think I'll be a lot better off, thank you. I'm amazed they made it this far without knowing that. There's no dish of the lake? Clearly not. Otherwise we would have been on top of that. Unless it requires like an egg or something, then we're a little hooped. Oh, that's a good Haley quote. She says I should have brought my camera. You know what that means? You know what that means! She should have brought her camera, because she's about to witness history. This is our moment. Haley, get the camera. Get the camera. Chat. Camera emojis. It's our time. This is our moment. Dish of the sea. Homemade, home-cooked! Home-cooked goodness! That's the legend, baby! Ugh! 49 inches! You go tell the world! Tell them that you were here for this moment. Tuesday the 16th of spring, year 4. That's a screenshot. That's a clip and a half. Oh. Yeah, that feels good. Oh, that feels great. It's a gold quality legend, the king of all fish. They said he'd never be caught. Plus 900 energy and 405 health. Oh my gosh. I'm very sorry to anyone who was falling asleep to this VOD or anything like that, but that was a huge cathartic release for me. After 2 full years of trying to go after this guy, almost like 3 years. Elaine, thank you for the super chat, $50 super chat. Oh my god. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Thank you all for being here for that enormous moment. It's time to hang up our fishing hat for now. Huntagoof, you've done well, my friend. You were the mascot we never knew we needed. Thank you, sir. You know what? Can I... Hold on. You're coming home. He's earned it. He's earned his right. Thank you, Stefan, for the super chat as well. Yeah, and to Mariah, thank you all for the super chats and the generosity. Thrilled to be a part of history. Maybe I should donate more often if my chats are good luck. Don't, I mean, that's up to you. But I appreciate it nevertheless. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, well, let's all calm down. Let's wind down. This is a historic moment in the Price of Perfection history. Thank you, Noah, for the super chat, and Chance the Cheetah as well. Everyone's so excited about this legend. Everyone, and rightfully so. We've done some amazing stuff. And the Haley quote after it, now go live your own life. How is it so perfect every time? Go live your own life. Be free of this legendary grind. Welcome home, legend. Welcome home. Right in there next to the glacier fish, the crimson fish. These are the three horse fish of the apocalypse right here. The three fishmen of the apocalypse is probably better, honestly. Thank you, Gail, for the super chat. What a legendary moment indeed. Okay. Mtagoof, you can just chill out here for now. Welcome people to the farm when they come in. I'm sure that won't be unnerving at all. Can you imagine walking to someone's, like, walking through a field in the dead of night, like Lewis does when he comes to empty our shipping bin, and seeing the silhouette of this thing, those beady eyes staring at you, the droopy nose? That's a creepypasta waiting to happen. Thank you, Blinding Shot, as well, for the $10 super chat. How much do you have to donate for you to eat it? It's like that commercial where they just keep ramping up the price until they just say priceless at the end. That's where we're at. But don't take that as a cue to ramp up the price. That's you've already been generous enough. Thank you, Megan, as well, for the $4.99. I'm still, my heart's still beating. I've still got like a little bit of adrenaline shakes. I'm not even gonna lie. We just caught the legend with a bamboo pole. This bamboo pole, this basic little tool, this single piece of wood. It's served us through thick and thin. We've caught lava eels, glacier fish, crimson fish, and now the legend. Our fishing adventures are not yet over. Don't be mistaken, but I feel like the worst is behind us. We've just we've crested the top of the hill. There may be some bumps on the way down, but we're looking solid. We're cresting. Okay. OMG, legend in chat. Thank you for reuniting me with my brothers. You're welcome. I'm glad you finally saw reason. You finally saw us worthy. I'm a little lost now. What do I do with myself? Is it raining tomorrow? Have we broken the curse of rain? We've broken the curse. Unless it's just another parting in the clouds. It was truly our moment. The amount of rain this stream, it was destined. From the very first droplet. Eat a lava eel to celebrate. Alright, back to it, I guess. Back to what we do best around here. We can actually do our chores today. We still got time. Yeah, anyone remember these hops? Oh my gosh. It feels so so empty now. Oh, I've lost the, like, we still got the buff riding. 54 more seconds of this amazing buff. Can we just get some fish emojis in chat for the buff, for the dish of the sea, the ultimate play? The legend proving his worth by being the only fish that we required a fishing buff in order to catch. We could have caught it eventually, I'm sure, without the fishing buff, but honestly, I think it's saved me a lot of time and heartache. Okay, we did a garbage run already. We did the hops. Let's check the fruit bat cave and call it a day. Actually, we'll do a clean sweep of the shores as well in order to check for supply crates, maybe. What are you doing? I thought, what are you doing? This is a fishing game? Fishing is one of my favorite parts of it, for sure. It's probably my favorite skill at the end of the day. Although there's a lot to, like, farming. Obviously, it's a very complex skill compared to the majority of them. Ooh, we got mushroom trees spreading. Look at that. Multiple mushroom trees? We might have to, like, weed some of the other trees, like that tree right there behind it, in order to help those grow. In order to foster some growth. What the... Oh, is this actually just like a pure wall of pines? Uh-oh. Alright, we'll probably have to come through and deal with this at some point. It's not quite an impenetrable wall, but it's pretty close. I'm so happy. I am too, Haley. I am too. I think we're all happy. I think this is the victory we've needed for a long time. Like, even discounting just the legend grind itself, it's been kind of a struggle these past few streams, just like of hoping and praying for cactus fruit. And obviously we're gonna have to go back to that, and we'll eventually get there. And if that was the kind of hype we were able to muster for a legend, can you imagine how many orders of magnitude it's gonna be bigger for the cactus fruit when it eventually shows up? I cannot wait to find out, but I'm a little frightened as well. I don't know if my throat can take it, based on that scream I just had. Alright. Sort things out here. I'm just going to sell pretty much all the rest of this. Yes, even the refined quartz. I don't feel like I need any more of that. Okay. Alright. We're good. Let's go to sleep. Let's save the day, because technically, like, the game could still crash. I don't want to put that bad mojo in the universe necessarily. Tim Beebe, he's sleeping with the flowers. That's the cutest thing ever. Little Tim Beebe with a flower crown or something. We obviously gotta put our work uniform on now. There we go. That's more like it. And away we go. Can't wait for the cactus fruit. I hope it's, I mean, let's see if it happens today. There's still a chance. We still got another half hour or so of the stream. We can do this. Okay. Go to sleep for the night. We did garbage run at the start of the day. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We got the legend. We caught the legend today. We did trash at the start of the day before the legend. We always do that. No worries. If I did miss trash, then that's gonna be real awkward, but it's alright. Even, like, here's the thing. Even if I accidentally were to miss a day of trash, and even if hypothetically that day of trash was the one where the cactus fruit would have shown up, we theoretically can get infinite cactus fruits just by checking the garbage cans. It's not like there's only one. We could get 2 in the same day for all I know. Just save. That was it. We just saved right now. That's how the game works. Are we past the rain? We're not. Oh man. It is just a break in the clouds. It's really just a rainy spring all things around. That's alright. It's what we needed, clearly. We just needed so many extra attempts. I can't believe it's real. It's here in my chest in this inventory. I think this is a good opportunity to dethrone the prismatic shard. The prismatic shard was a nice stroke of luck. This one we worked for. This one we worked to the bone for. We'll showcase that one for a little while at least. I digress. It's time to digress for sure. Okay, onward and upward and trashward. Trashward and Squidward. I never thought about that Squidward's name could be, like, towards the squid. Speaking of, like, name meanings, back towards, like, the start of the stream. Is that what Squidward's name means? Is, like, squid bound? Like, Squidward bound? I always just took him as a Squidward, you know? Like, Squid Edward. Alrighty. Man, I'm still just a little shaken, but I'll get there, don't worry. I'll have recovered by the next stream for sure. Especially because I got 2 days between now and the next stream. Okay. We are sorted out. Episode title, A Legendary Storm. Thoracics? If that's how you pronounce your name, I might steal that. That's a good one. My phone is buzzing. I feel like I'm being pinged in Discord or something. Possibly, but I don't know. I'm not actually looking at my phone. I never look at my phone during stream. I probably should, just like in case like I'm getting like a 911 kind of text from a family member. But I feel like my phone would be like buzzing like crazy if that were the case. All right, 35 copper ores one day, Clint. One day you'll get your copper. Yeah, that's all Discord stuff. Oh wait, no, that's one of them is my mom. Hold on, Mom, what are you saying? You know I'm streaming right now. Okay, we're fine. Alright. Mom's texting me like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you caught the legend. No, my mom doesn't know what Stardew Valley is. Where did you get your table and chairs? They kind of came with the house. Sorry, Argon, that was just me asking questions. No worries, Zomba. I'll take a look after the stream. Okay. And I guess we just go to bed? Is that what we do with is that what when we're not fishing, we just sleep the days away? Could do a little Junimo card or something just as a little celebratory laugh, but we'll do Prairie King at the end and get a little Fector's Challenge in. Could you imagine getting Fector's Challenge and a Legend in the same stream? And the Cactus Fruit? What a day that would be. Okay. I just need to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. I'm not anymore. These are fairly basic days now. Salmon berry? I'm not too concerned about the salmon berries. I feel like we're making enough money from pale ale and ancient fruit wine that salmon berries are like... That's like telling Bill Gates, like, hey, you didn't pick up that nickel on the ground, you should probably go back for that. And it's like, sure, it technically does count, but also, like... it's probably not worth the time and energy. Okay. For the profile picture, put a skull on a matrix. I'm very excited to see how the profile picture that I have commissioned turns out. I gave some pretty good design details of what I want to see. I think I gave some good references and stuff. I'm curious to see how it all is going to pan out. Based on the work that I've seen from the other work that I've seen from this artist, I will reveal the artist once the art is done. I'll make sure to credit them and everything. I did pay them obviously because it's commission, but it also definitely helps to give them some exposure. Don't only pay them exposure, obviously. That's just like literally. That's cruel, but... Where'd you get all your furniture? I'm pretty sure all the furniture we have was either sourced from... It was either given to us from the museum rewards, or we just got it from, like, upgrading our house, or was there at the start of the house, by and large. Okay, we'll go ahead and grab this one for seed maker potential. We'll grab these just to replant. We're cruising. Exposure only payment is sick. Hard agree. I followed, I'm back in the day, I should say. I mean, I guess I still do follow them on Twitter. There was like an account that's like for exposure or something, where it would just like tweet out all like the bad takes of people who are trying to like get free art, basically. It's really good. It's a really good Twitter account. If it's not PG-13, so bear that in mind if you go and look it up yourself. But it is a fun time to just kind of like look at it and be like, how does this stuff? How do these people exist? How does this stuff happen? Why am I carrying 2 blue jazzes? You may be wondering. I'm also wondering. I think I was gonna take them to the seed makers, but the seed makers weren't ready, so I just like left. There we go. That's more like it. Alright, now we can go. Yo, but what if we go fishing up a second legend? What do you guys think? If only. If there was a chance to catch more than 1 legend, I would probably, for the memes, at least give it a try today. But there's only 1 shot. Have a good one there, Thanks for tuning into the stream. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening or whatever, wherever you may be. Just realized you were talking about the in-game house, not your IRL home. You guys telling me you don't get all your, you don't get given free furniture by donating to your local museum? Just me? Man, that's all I've ever, that's the only thing I've ever done. Maybe that's why I have like only like a single couch and a table. My house like in real life is very minimalist. I live by myself. I don't really want for much. I don't really need much. It's enough to make it feel like a basically just, you know, a basic home. And that's it. I wouldn't even have the couch if my mom didn't have like a second one that she literally just like gave to me because she's like she also lives on her own nowadays. And she only needed the 1 couch, but she had 2. So it was like, oh, yeah, I'll take a couch. Why not? Otherwise, I just wouldn't have one. Which is kind of foolish, honestly. I feel like even if you live alone, like you never have company over, like I usually don't, I think a couch is a good investment. Because like I'm fine usually with just my computer chair and like my bed and stuff, but a couch is pretty nice to be able to sit down on and lie down on every now and again, just after a long day's work. You don't always want to go lie in your bed or something. Alright, off to sleep we go. Just getting caught up on chat, but it looks like y'all are talking amongst yourselves, which is fine. I don't need you. I don't need anybody. I'm only gonna cry a little. Nice nap on a couch, absolutely. Nothing quite like it. Nothing quite beats a good nap on a couch after a long day. God mod, no such thing. There's all mods are treated equally around here. And any mod who feels themselves above the other mods will not be tolerated. said jokingly, but also like if there was a mod that was being like above everyone, trying to be above everyone else, then I'd be like, yeah, you're not sticking around. Mods are still chatters. And chatters are still people, and people are still people. And all peoples are equal in my mind. At least until they, like, prove otherwise by, like, I don't know, committing genocide or something. I'm kind of anti-genocide. But not even just kind of, I think I'm, like, pretty vehemently anti-genocide. Maybe just me, but... Anyway. Indeed. Oh, he's parched. Look at the poor boy. You're the most hot dog mod? I mean, you can claim that. Absolutely. Get these torches. Are torches even worth anything to sell? I feel like they're worth maybe like one gold, or... I would give them as much as like 4 gold, potentially. But I don't know. Feels like they're not worth the paper they're printed on, if you know what I mean. Isn't it crazy that, like, to make a penny, right? We don't have pennies in Canada anymore. We got rid of them a while back. But I know there's still pennies in the United States and maybe other countries. I don't fully know. But at least to, like, make an American penny, doesn't it cost, like, 5 cents? Isn't it literally just a complete loss? I've watched my fair share of Vlogbrothers. I know how hated the penny truly is in some circles, and you know what? Once I learned enough about the penny to know that, I was like, yeah, definitely against the penny. I feel like I get that there's like some tradition inherently tied in it, but come on, it's a piece of currency. You can let it go. Also, I feel like I never had a job in retail or anything like that in the penny era, when pennies were still around. I can't imagine how annoying that would have been to deal with pennies. Like, I already like get annoyed enough dealing with cash now when it's like the lowest common or the lowest denomination of cash is like a 5-cent coin. If I had to be counting pennies at the end of the night, oh my gosh, I would have quit a long time ago. I'll tell you that right now. Pick up a few of these just for posterity's sake. You collected pennies as a kid, they'll always hold a special place in your heart. That's one place where I could see definitely pennies still being, like, obviously have some kind of value is in the collection sphere. That much is true. But as an actual currency, if you're coming and paying with pennies, I lose at least a little bit of respect for you. I'm sorry. Alright, exclamation point cart. Let's see what we got here. Cheese, that's gonna be from the Desert Trader, so we don't need to worry about it. Carp and catfish. Who needs these these loser fish? We got a legend at home, baby. Having a super clean penny is pretty great too. Kind of a weird quote, I'm not gonna lie, Marsley, but like it's a weird in a good way because I absolutely agree. I wouldn't have thought of it myself, but a really clean, shiny penny is actually beautiful. You're 100% right about that. Definitely would not have crossed my mind if you brought it up, so thank you. One of the redeeming factors of pennies for sure, just being because like all the other coins are obviously like they're the same color more or less, whereas the penny at least stands out for being that nice copper hue. Argon lost respect for Mr. Beast confirmed. Look, if you're doing it for a viral YouTube video, and you have the consent of the parties that you're going to be paying pennies with, and you'll probably, like, I imagine there's more that went on behind the scenes of that video, then it's a different story. If you're just showing up to my job with a jar full of pennies that you saved over the last 30 years and counting them one at a time because you couldn't be bothered to count them before you came into the store. Those are the kind of people where I'm like, you should leave. You should leave my store right now before I call the police. Because there's about to be there's been an accident. There's been an accident. Call an ambulance. Call an ambulance. But not for me. That's such a good video. I love that video so much. Thank you, Decay, for doing the trash command. Appreciate it. Penny printer propaganda. That is another good, cool thing about pennies. Actually, now that you mention it, though, like at the museums where you can like do the little machines where they have the penny flatteners. You like put a penny in or like well, at least like they don't always have pennies. Sometimes you just have like a copper disc, and it would just like you put it in, and you like grind the thing. You do the little hand crank motion. And it's embosses something on the penny and prints it in like a weird ovaloid shape. I remember that from like when I went to, I think it was the Drumheller Museum back as a kid. Drumheller like dinosaur museum. Sorry guys, I need to I'm gonna mute for a second. I'm gonna take a quick drink. I should have done this right after I did my little legendary pop off, but 1 second. You can clean a penny with alcohol, but I think she hates it. You get a thumbs up from me for that joke. Inane Quark. That's a good one. I was trying to figure out how to bring Penny from Stardew Valley into the fold of this Penny discussion. I knew it would happen eventually, and that's, you know what? That's the perfect stopping point right there. We peaked. We can't go any further. Let's all say maidenless to confuse Argon. I know what maidenless refers to. You can't confuse me with that. I would be annoyed if the whole chat started saying maidenless, because that would be like spam. But I also know you guys don't mean it, so. PC lagging, help. Someone ship Zombo a new PC, stat. It's a matter of life or death, clearly you can tell because he typed it in all caps. And everyone knows that if someone types something in all caps, we need to pay immediate attention. All hands on deck. I used to be not a fan of all caps at all, just like in general. I'm still like kinda... I still kinda don't like all caps. Like, I very rarely use all caps in my own life. He says, even though one of the words in the title of his stream is in all caps. But that's like the exception, is like in a title where you're like trying to draw attention to like a singular word or something. I think that's fine. But when you're trying to like express emotion, I used to be of the opinion that you could just like express it with your words and like punctuation and stuff instead of going all caps. But I do think all caps does have its time and place. I feel like it's less timely and placely than most people use it for. But I also do see the benefits for sure. For emphasis, yeah. For emphasis, it can be used... I've even seen it used in books sometimes, and books by, like, actual sandfish. You kidding me, Abby? Bored, could somebody bring me a sandfish? Why not just slap me in the face? What was I saying, though? Yeah, I've seen it used, like, in... I think it was in a book by, like, Stephen King. There was an all caps part where it was like, because it was like the character was like angry or something, but it was like the only instance of all caps in the entire book, maybe like in his entire like repertoire, which really is that's where the emphasis comes in, from using it very, very selectively, so that when you do use it, if people are like, oh man, it's time to take it serious now all of a sudden. But it's hard to do that in the internet world now, because all caps is so ubiquitous that people will look at you, even if you're trying to use all caps in like a serious way for good emphasis, people will just be like, lol, he mad. You'll get a couple people who all lowercase, they'll be like, you mad, bro? Not even give you like a question mark or anything. They'll just be like, you mad, bro? Look at these mahogany trees spreading far and wide. Speaking of trees spreading far and wide, I should probably do something about that. All the trees like down south of my farm. One day. Maybe tomorrow. And tomorrow I mean like next stream, but we don't stream tomorrow. We don't talk about streams on Wednesday. That's when Charlie Barley streams. I would never infringe upon her on her stream day. We're good to go, right? Yeah. That's why we use all lowercase and a period. Even in my day-to-day life, like in just like normal texts and conversations in that regard, when I'm typing or writing anything, I usually use like proper grammar. And I've talked about it, is because like I feel like using proper grammar shows a higher level of respect for the people you're talking to. I know that's just one of my weird oddities though. Just because you don't use like fully correct, proper English sentences doesn't mean that you have no respect for the person you're talking to. You might just not care, honestly, which is a totally valid take. Look at it. You see Timby with this slow walk, this slow march? He's the boss of this farm and he knows it. Oh, he's always running around. I feel like I've never seen him walk with such purpose. That was kind of a new side of Timby. I don't think I've ever seen that before. This dog's full of surprises, and he just goes right to sleep. He knows what he wants, and he just takes it. Ooh, a little fertilizer. Don't mind if I do. Thank you, Jody. Put it with the other stacks of fertilizer that you've given me so far. That Timby walk was like, that's the meme. Like, oh lord, he coming. This is just this, like, the slow walk of a big chonker, you know what I mean? Not that Timbeep's much of... He's kind of a chonker sometimes, but... it's not the first word I would use to describe him. You usually use lowercase when you're comfortable with people. That's fair, honestly. When it's like a more casual kind of conversation, I feel that. I would do that, but I just get impatient in my own typing and try to get it out quicker, ending out in multiple messages. That's why your phone vibrated. Sorry again, no worries. I do also understand the impatience angle. I mean, you have to keep in mind, take all this like grammar and spelling and everything talk with a grain of salt, because I am coming from the perspective of a person who is wanted at one point in their life to be an actual like author, like a professional author, and who has written their fair share of stories, like fan fiction and otherwise. Fan fiction, original fiction, I've written like a decent number of stuff. I wrote some stuff for my high school newspaper. A lot of people like that. I have a lot more knowledge about that sort of thing than the average person, I would say. Which is why when I see something like, oh, you addressed the person, but you didn't put a comma between the person you're addressing and like what you're saying next. You have to do that literally every time you address someone or something. Like if there's their name there and you're talking to them, there has to be a comma before and after that if it fits. Like if it's at the start or end of a sentence, obviously you don't put like a comma after or before, respectively. Or I guess before or after, respectively. But otherwise, there's a comma going around that thing. And I don't think there's an exception to that rule. Large goat milk for $17.25 I think is too expensive. But can we get an exclamation point cart for that? Just in case I'm tripping. Otherwise, no alert items. Lead bobber, looking kind of like it's like we have. Mom, can we get a pearl? We have a pearl at home. Thank you very much, Karita and Kelly, for the cart. Let's see, large goat milk, $10.35. Yeah, that's too expensive. Just a wee bit outside our price range. I appreciate that you know that, comma, Argon. I appreciate that you're using it, Lisa. It's one of those ones that I actually didn't know for a while until it was pointed out to me. I submitted a story to be like published somewhere, and like the editor's notes, it was a very thorough edit, which I greatly appreciated. And that's where I learned that from, was from the editor who sent it back. He was like, there's every single time you got to put a comma. And I see that so often in like YouTube titles or things like that, where that comma should be there. Hey, a catfish. But it's just not. Lots of bots tonight. They came up with a new username, because the way I get Nightbot to usually stop the bots is I put the username of the bot in in its list, like its little blacklist, and then that usually stops it. I also put it in the YouTube blacklist, because YouTube has its own blacklist of things that you can use as a spam filter. But that's a new one. The best, what is it? Bestcams.fun. Probably shouldn't even say that out loud, realistically, but I'll have it sorted out by next stream, no worries. How many years do you think this challenge will go on for? I mean, at least 13. We already know that for a fact. How much farther it goes beyond that remains to be seen. Oh my goodness, Just a Little Nerd, thank you for the $20 super chat. You guys are very generous tonight, and I mean, most of it came during that legend moment, but I appreciate all of it, obviously. Enjoying your VODs while working and keeping up to number 10. This is my first stream and crazy to see the difference in progress. Here's some support for the awesome videos. Keep having fun. I hope you continue to enjoy the VODs and get caught up, and I'm glad you were able to come into a stream to help support the show. Thank you very much. That was very sweet of you. There has been a lot of progress since episode 10, that much is sure, but progress has slowed in the past like 5 or 6 streams at least. At least until today. That was a blockbuster of a moment. All right. Good, right? We got time for one more trash run, and then we'll probably run some Prairie King. And then I think we'll be good to go. Will you include chat moments or donations in the Price of Perfection video? Probably not. I'm not gonna lie. There'll probably be a moment at the end in like the credits and stuff where I thank all the chatters and everything of that regard, all that sappy stuff, obviously. But for the video itself, it would kind of derail the momentum of the video to go into too much of like the actual stream lore. Just know that you're all very appreciated, and this challenge would not be the same without you. And even though like the final edited video is going to have to focus pretty much on the game itself in order for it to be coherent in the way that I want it to be. Oh my gosh. Another rainy day, by the way. It's still, yeah, it just would not have been the same without you, so. Alright. Oh my god. Gonna have a nice profitable day to end things off to. This should, unless we're already there. No, we're not quite there yet, but this will kick us over $5 million easily. Another nice little milestone to end things on. Oh hey, look at this! I forgot about all the mixed seeds we planted down there as well. A lot of those are ripe, so we should definitely take care of that. I see quite a few potatoes, which is really what we were gunning for. So. Forgot all about you, silly little spuds. Still got a few cauliflower growing down here as well. They're not as useful for our cooking purposes or anything, but it's still fine. Let me go ahead and bring these home. I don't think I need parsnips for much of anything. Like, you need to make parsnip soup at some point, but I'll sell those ones and just store that. Then I'm going to go ahead and store the potatoes in the fridge, because that chest is getting pretty full. Fridge is also looking kind of full, but we can deal with that later. Putting so many things off till later, I know. Alright, big money time. Indeed, indeed. I didn't realize it was... I guess Monday is our ancient fruit day, because it is every 7 days, so it's always going to be the same day of the week. I just only am now internalizing that it's Monday. So that's good to know, because now I know that it's... because it does add a little extra time into things for our chores to do every day. Alright. Save a bunch of them, the wine. We already have our next batch saved up for when we need to refill our casks later on. No worries. Thank you for looking out, though. I didn't know you could get a trash can like that. Where does that come from? I feel like I'm having a fever dream. Are we talking about the trash can that Chloe's wearing? In which case, the trash hat is obviously from searching trash cans. The trash shirt, I believe, was made just by using trash in the sewing machine. Or if you're talking about the decorative trash can, which is our lucky charm right now, it's working out beautifully, as you can tell, I'm sure. That came from fishing in the fountain near the community center. I believe you can get multiples of it too, so we might have to invest in some more of those. For real good luck purposes. But for now, I think the one is serving us plenty fine. Gotta go sleep, bye. No worries, I realize it's getting quite late for a lot of people. Any 3 a.m. gang members in chat right now? 3 a.m. or later. Big respect. Can I get some 3s from my 3 a.m. gang? $7 a.m. Did you just wake up, Mary, or have you been up? Because there's 2 different states you can exist in at 7 a.m. as far as I'm concerned. You can either be nice and chipper from a good night's sleep, or you can be literally dying. I see Gale in there with the 3. 12 gang, just before 11 p.m. Fair enough. It's just before 10 p.m. right now for me. This is one of the many universal truths you'll find, by the way, if you ever get into streaming. Anytime you mention the time whatsoever, there's at least like 60% of chat will say what time it is where they live. It's without fail. Like, a lot of lurkers obviously won't, but pretty much all the active chatters, you'll see, they'll be like, you know, it's like, oh, it's midnight here, or it's like, it's 11 a.m. It's like, oh, it's like 3 a.m. for me. It's without fail. It's one of those things that just anyone can talk about, like the weather, you know. It's just a constant that exists between all humans. Which is why I often try not to talk about the time, because I don't want my chat to just be a constant barrage of like, oh, it's this time in this place. It's like, that's good for you. But I can't really like spin that into a joke or anything. It's like, oh, it's midnight in Maryland right now, and it'd be like, midnight in Maryland. What? Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Let's do some Prairie King. Penny despises you by now. Penny's fine. Let's make sure she's chill. She's at the bottom of our list because she saw us dig through trash, but she's still, I mean, 8 hearts is 8 hearts. You can't say that it's only a half. Alright, 9:59, not quite the end of the stream. Let's do some Prairie King, baby. Journey of the Prairie King. Vector's Challenge. I'm alive, you don't know who you're talking to? We caught the legend today. I'm ready. No amount of little green alien dudes are gonna stop me today. Little green goblins. Reminds me of the Spider-Man movie. What was Green Goblin? Is that Spider-Man 2? Or was that just the first Spider-Man starring Tobey Maguire? It's pizza time. I fell in love with the Spider-Man 2 video game for the GameCube back in the day. That is such a fun game. You've never played it? I mean, it's probably pretty hard to come by being a GameCube game nowadays. I'm sure you can find ways if you really want to. It is so much fun, just being able to like swing around New York City, just find like random quests. It's like a little it's an open world game, but it's a small world, but there's a lot to do in it. It's really, really fun. Highly recommend. That was a defining part of my childhood for a while. And I'm not even the hugest Spider-Man like fan. I still haven't watched like most of the recent Spider-Man movies. Charlie's always talking up how like what is it, Spider-Man Far From Home, or which one is it? Which one's Charlie Barley's favorite movie of all time? It's one of the Spider-Man movies, one of the recent ones. I'm sure someone in here knows probably. But I haven't watched it. I'm really bad. I haven't watched like a lot of recent superhero movies or anything, to be honest with you. The last part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe that I've watched is, I think, like Thor, like the first one. I don't think I've watched anything since then. I'm not caught up on like Infinity War or Endgame or any of that. I know like memes, and I kind of have a vague idea of what happens, but I've never watched them. And that might be the biggest sin I could possibly admit on the internet, given how like beloved that whole thing was. And I am a little downtrodden that I wasn't there to experience it live because it was a very big cultural zeitgeist. But it is but I mean, it's in the past now. There will be other zeitgeists. Just a good excuse to say the word zeitgeist, honestly. And I wonder if people in chat are mad at learning this fact about me, but I can't look because I'm playing Prairie King right now. We need more money in this Prairie King run, I'll tell you that much. 9 gold is not going to cut it for this point in the game. We're about to have our first shop. I need a quick cash injection, a small loan of 5 gold pieces. Please. No such luck. You should watch the Avengers, they're pretty fun. I would imagine they are very fun. I think there's a reason that a lot of people have, like that's a defining part of a lot of people's movie watching experience. Like, I definitely, like, I know obviously some movies in the MCU are better than others. That's just true of any kind of series like that. Some of them are clunkers and some of them are masterpieces. I think on the whole, like, if you had to rate the MCU as a whole at this moment in time, because I think it's obviously still expanding and everything. But what would you give it out of 10 right now? You know what? Out of 10 is too small. What would you give it out of 100? What is your score out of 100 for the MCU? I'm going to have to abstain because I obviously have not seen the majority of the movies. But I feel like I'm not looking at chat right now because obviously I've got other things going on. My hunch is that the average probably falls somewhere in the 70s to 80s for the whole of the MCU. I feel like it's like there's going to be some people who say it's like 100 out of 100. There's going to be some people who say it's like 0 out of 100, I'm sure. That's true. That's also true of like any movie or any series of movies, anything like that. This is a little much. That felt appropriate to me. I don't know if it was necessarily the best time to use that, but it worked out. But I think the average is going to be pretty high, if I had to guess. Ooh, give me that. Seeing 91, 85, 70, 87, 89. Yeah, it's okay. So it's actually like high 80s for a lot of people in chat right now, anyway. Mid to high 80s. Maybe it's even better than I'm really giving it credit for, honestly. Like, I know it's good, but is it like good? Is it like masterpiece worthy? Is it worth all the hype? Or is it just like, you know, you'll probably like it a decent amount, but it's not going to redefine your life. At least not at this point in my life, probably. There are many series of movies like that I really need to watch, probably. Like, I haven't watched all the Star Wars movies. I watched Rogue One, and I think that's the only Star Wars movie that I've seen in its entirety, just because a bunch of friends wanted to go see it in theaters, and I was like, sure, I'll tag along. And I had a good time. It was fun. I probably didn't understand like everything that went on in that movie, but I understood enough to get by for sure. I've seen all the Harry Potter movies. I saw those growing up. They were a good time for sure. Any other like series? So I have seen the Lord of the Rings trilogy one time exactly, and I don't remember pretty much any of it. It's a little like I remember enjoying it for the most part, but it's also they're very long movies, and we marathoned them because a bunch of my friends wanted to marathon them, and I don't know if that was the best way to experience them for the first time. To be real with you, can I just like run into these things as a zombie? I'm always scared of the spikes, even as an invincible zombie man. All right, damage upgrade. Get. Star Wars is 100 out of 100 except the sequels. This is the thing that I always hear about Star Wars is like people are like, oh, the Star Wars movies are really good, you should watch them, except not the prequels and not the sequels. You telling me 2/3 of this franchise is bad, but you still highly recommend it? Are the original 3 movies just that good? I'm not, like, saying, like, and it's not obviously there are people who like the prequels and the sequels, but like, really? Like, that, it outweighs it that much? Because that's kind of insane if that's the case. Lord of the Rings is your personal favorite? Original 3 in theaters, you're old. Prequels are the best ones. I feel like the prequels have definitely gotten more love since the sequels came out. I feel like, obviously I can't say my own opinions on them because I haven't seen them, but the discourse that I've seen online about the sequels has been like, well, like, the prequels were, like, bad, but at least they're not as bad as whatever this is. Like, what the heck? Like, somehow Palpatine returned? How, like, this is, like, I know that one. That's pretty bad. That's pretty horrible. If the context for that is what I think it is. What I've been led to believe it is just, like, literally, okay, we died, unfortunately, but somehow Palpatine returned? Is that literally it? They just start the movie with that? Oh, man. I digress. Like, I'm not a great writer by any stretch of the imagination, but somehow Palpatine returned. Anyway. It was a good run. We at least made it to World 2 this time. We haven't had a World 3 run in a little bit, but we're due. We're due, so maybe next time. For now, though, call it a night. Like, you're telling me they couldn't think of a single female character that isn't Leia? Anyway, that's enough Star Wars bashing, Star Wars sequel bashing. I don't want to bash movies that I haven't even seen them. $5.2 million gold, dollars, doled, whatever you want to call it. 5.2 million earned. Almost halfway to our 13.3 million theoretical need for the price of perfection. Only 281,000 spent. Kinda nuts. It was a good stream. Thank you all for being here. I hope you had fun. I know I did. It's raining again! How's it raining? What the heck is this spring? I'm gonna need to look into... I'm gonna need some Mr. Binomial in my Discord. I need you to crunch the numbers on this one. Tell me what the odds of this many rainy days are in spring. That's nutty. We were definitely destined to get the legend this time. For now, though, thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you at the next stream on Friday. If you'd like to be notified of when that will happen, when exactly, because it's Friday, same time, same place, but you can subscribe so that it'll show up in your feed, or join the Discord. Sign up for stream alerts there. If you enjoyed this stream, do me a little favor, maybe click that little like button down below the stream, please. It would be a big help. It actually really does help the channel out quite a bit, so do it if you enjoyed it. Otherwise, you know, no worries, no harm, no bad feelings, water under the bridge. For now, though, I'm gonna go to bed. I gotta work in the morning, so I need to let my throat rest and let my brain calm down. Have a great night, y'all, and I will catch you next time. I'll send you off with a lovely little fan art compilation, as we often do. Peace out, everybody. This is Argon Matrix signing out. Thank you, and good night.